That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh, I ain't trying to hear that, dog.
Tell me we don't all feel that way. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. I don't give a hell.
My name is T.
What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James. Man, I swear, these Cowboys front office.
If that doesn't embody all our
the
feelings,
same way, so this don't
man,
even
this
trip.
front office, you feel me? If that don't embody
Jerry's gonna be
everything,
Jerry.
yeah.
What are we talking about right now? I need some Dak moments this year. I need some Dak moments. Hey ho! It's
All right, we're about to come in.
Donation. Trying to be positive. These dudes be tripping.
Victory Wednesday.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. I ain't trying to hear that, dog.
I ain't trying to hear that, dog.
Man, I don't give a hell.
Yeah, I don't give a hell.
You find that live.
My name is T.
Come on in. Come on in.
Man, I swear. This Cowboys front office.
And we're live.
Oh, we are live. Yeah. There it is.
Live in the studio.
Oh, I seen Mike Fisher. He live too. You know everybody listening to him because Mike Fisher had the news. He sent me a text a couple of days ago, wanted me to jump in a group with him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I like
that.
Fish.
Yeah.
Me and Fish is real cool. You feel what I'm saying? People be slipping on Fish. Don't be hating on Fish. I know he old and people, Fish be clickbaiting. Fish cool with me. He be giving me scoops.
Yeah, that don't mean he don't know stuff.
He know a lot of stuff. He be getting scoops. And so when people be like, man, Fish, he just be, no, he don't. We talked about last year. G, we did an interview last year. Shout out to everybody. Get on in here. I know it's a lot of other people going live, but come on in here. What's up, T-Smooth TV? Jamal, you sound like my son. Aaron Lewis, keep on coming up in here. But what I was saying, G, last year when we had the lame duck season, I did an interview with Mike Fish, right? It went hard. So you remember when they picked up Ezekiel Elliott, G? Remember when they picked up Zeke? And I was like, man, these motherfuckers ain't trying to win because you picked up Zeke. Man, Zeke ain't doing nothing. I love Zeke, but it was Zeke's time was over.
Oh, you mean the last year?
Yeah, the last year when we picked up Zeke. And I was like, this is a lame duck season. As soon as we lost that game, I was like, it's a lame duck season. They ain't going to try. They ain't going to try to go out and do nothing because they just want to get rid of it now. Mike came on. We bounced off each other. I said my thoughts. He said, I agree with everything you're saying. Oh, where's that lighter? Here you go. He was like, I agree with everything you're saying, G. And he was telling me, yeah, you might not see a DeMarcus Lawrence now. You might not see a Zach Martin next year. You won't see them going hard in free agency. This is going to be a throwaway year, and that's what it's going to be with Mike McCarthy, and then they're going to go from there. We both agreed on that, right? Everything we both said on that show came to pass. Mike be having the inside scoop. Don't hate on him.
Yeah, I can't say that I follow much
drink.
of that. I think I might follow him there, but
Just a gutter.
But yeah, I think I've heard those things before. But yep, that's good. That's cool to have a connection like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Victory Wednesday, and we got a game tomorrow again. Another short turnaround.
This is a for real gauntlet, ain't it, G?
Yeah, it is. So this is kind of like the last of the big three test.
Mm-hmm.
So big game tomorrow, playoff game for both teams. We're going to get into that. First, we haven't done a show since the Chiefs game. We'll do a little quick reaction to that. Then we'll hop into the Lions preview here. Yeah, so this team, again, showing that they can win a different way. They didn't have to come back from 21 this time, but was able to put the game away at the end, which is something that we hadn't seen in the past from this team. So that was a great thing. What's different about this team where they're able to do that? Before you answer that question, just a little quick nugget here. This is the first time in NFL history that a team has beat the previous year's Super Bowl winning teams in a 5-day span. So a little nugget there. But yeah, what's different about this team? I mean, for me, it was that third down at the end of the game with 3 minutes left. You give it back to Pat Mahomes. You know, they might go down and win it. You get that first down, you lock it up. And that was a big, big moment, big play right there. That slant was beautiful. I mean, they were just getting the matches they wanted and made it happen with that slant. George Pickens deadly on the slant.
Well, for me, I'm about to get another lighter, G. But
I
for
got
me, with that, what's different? Schottenheimer. I'm gonna say Shotty's different. I think that's the difference with this team. And this is no hate to Mike McCarthy when I say that. I liked Mark McCarthy. 3 straight 12-4 seasons. I like Mike McCarthy. To this day, I have no hate on him. It just didn't work. You feel me? With Mike McCarthy here. But I think the difference is Shotty. I said that from day one. Even though I wasn't drink the Kool-Aid. I remember Libra Gang. I know y'all won't listen to it, but it's Libra Gang. His birthday is only 2 days away from me. He's only 1 year younger than me. And his birthday is only 2 days away from me, G. He's Libra Gang. I know his brain, G. I know his brain. You know what? Jerry's a Libra too, but sometimes he bad Libra. But anyway, Shotty's the difference because I knew when I looked at his sign, I said, I just want to look at his sign because he just seems different. I looked, I said, I knew it. Okay, now I know. So I think he's the difference because he cares about the players. I'm trying to tell you, when a player knows you genuinely love them, because they're like a meat factory. They're going here and there and they're gone. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of coaches just trying to keep their jobs. So they're going to do whatever to keep their jobs. You know what I'm saying? He genuinely loves these players. Like if he genuinely give you a hug, he genuinely cares about you. And when players know you genuinely care about them, they play harder for you. And I really feel like for all the adversity that they've been going through, we've seen so many times this team, whenever it has adversity, it crumbles.
Mm-hmm.
Crumbles easily. Every time adversity comes up, there goes the crumble. There goes the tripping. There goes same old Cowboys, right? And that was happening earlier this year with the Panthers and the Bears and the Cardinals. We were like, same old Cowboys. But to me, he's weathered the storm. He stayed true to it and has weathered the storm. And then you had the tragic death of Marshawn Nealon, and I just feel like that really motivated the team as well. And he's just been a great motivator of men. He's a leader of men. And I think because he doesn't have to be that hardcore, but you're still going to get disciplined. When CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens sat out that first series or whatever, I don't care. That meant something to me. He benched both them stars, and he probably was like, I don't want to do this, but y'all got to sit. Players look at that, and I think that means something. And when you do that to start, not one, but both.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's kind of like what you said in the last show we did, and we made a short out of that too, where you talked about these 3 games being those defining moments for the culture.
Uh-huh.
This felt like a victory for the culture, like you said, because this is more of a winning culture now. So that's kind of, the way they've been playing these last few games is kind of a winning culture. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute too. But
I got to give a shout out right quick to Maurice. Oh, that's my dog, Maurice Trevino. Do you remember Trevino? He's been there since
that sounds
way back in the day. He said, "Hell yeah, Big Game J's producer G got me feeling like it's 2017 with that Silver Blue Nation." Hey, so glad y'all linked back up. Much love for you, baby. Much love to you, Mr. Trevino.
That's pretty wild.
Trevino.
Yeah, I was wondering that. Mama Teresa, is that right?
She got to get back into here. We got to find her.
I say that sounds familiar to me.
Mama Teresa. She was with us back in the day, cooking cornbread and greens and all that. Remember, she was like, "Come on down to Carolina, get some of them cornbread and greens."
She doesn't follow anymore. Or?
She does, but she still talks about Boo. So I'm gonna have to hit Boo thing up. I'm like, "Hey, you know, be a G is back." She gonna be like, "I'm jumping on."
She was good driving the comments. Hey, are you hearing that little buzz?
Yep.
I don't know what's that coming from.
Is it in the feed?
I don't know. That's what I might have to find out here in a second. I don't know what that's about.
Ask them in the feed.
Yeah, let us know. Do you guys hear this little buzz? We're hearing a buzz in our headphones.
We're hearing a buzz.
So
if you don't hear the buzz,
it's
we're
just
good.
a headphone thing, but
if you don't hear the buzz,
we'll be good. Yeah. Yes, but back to this game real quick though. The Chiefs game. Just to talk a little bit more about that.
Yo got fire. Yo got flame.
That pick and slant was deadly. Like I said, to end that game right there. That was huge for me. That play. That was something I needed to see because it felt like for that one in years past. That's a play where, okay, you're up 10, but then Mahomes scores, and then you're going to leave 2 or 3 minutes left for him on that third down. You don't convert that in the past. So it just feels like there's the difference, because before you did not feel confident. Now you're like, okay, yeah, if we can make those plays, those are winning type plays. And the whole game comes down to that kind of play. You put it away, you don't give it back to Mahomes anymore, and that's something we haven't seen. And this might be the best 2-game stretch I've ever seen from Dak and the Cowboys in a long time.
I would totally agree with you with that. But like you said, G, we got an Uber dog. And now you got 2 dogs. You don't just got one, because last year or the years prior you just had one. So when we had that 3rd down and something, the whole coverage rolled against CD. Oh, we ain't worried about some Tolbert or somebody else. We'll take that chance. And then Dak got to go off his back foot, throw it to somebody he really ain't confident in, but he got to get the ball to because everybody's bracketing CD. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you got a George Pickens. Now when they said they are hearing it?
Yeah, they are. Damn, I don't know what's causing that. It's not that. Hold on. I'm trying to fix this. That's weird because it's going away sometimes. I don't know.
There it is.
But now we can't hear the headphones, so we're not hearing what's coming out of the board.
I'd rather not hear the headphones than hear that.
Yeah, but they can hear it. That's kind of an issue because it's going to be like that on the playback. Yeah,
if you took it out and put it back in
real quick. Yep, you can go ahead.
G's messing with this. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's in there.
So G's messing with this while he does that. Why don't you unhook it? I don't hear it now.
I just don't know what's creating that sound. It might be coming out of the OBS. I'm not sure. That ain't going to be good for the recording because it doesn't sound good. So should we restart then?
Let's restart it.
And we'll just hop back off where we was. So if you're in here right now, we're going to hop
restart
right back
it.
on.
Come back in here. We're going to restart it because we got to have a good feed.
Yeah.
So come right back in because we can't have this. We're going to come right back in. So we're going to fix the problem.
Yep.
Come back in. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, we'll get this thing going. All right, be right back. Let me see if it'll hop right back into that feed, if it'll let us. Let me see if it'll hop right back into that feed, if it'll let us.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because we'd have a wash show if we let that go on.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't realize that's what it was.
That's weird.
All right.
Whack ass phone. That's why it's taped up.
See if we're back live. All right, are we back? Can anybody? Yep. Okay. Wait a minute. Are we back live? Can anybody hear us?
That's weird. That's why it's taped up. Hey, they shouldn't heard my phone's taped up.
All right, yeah, we're back. All right, we're good. We're good to go. Let's hop back into it. It was a technical difficulty.
It was my raggedy ass phone.
Iceberg Q said big game. Producer G. Yeah, I was wondering how many of the older people might hop back into the feed, but yeah, that's weird with the phone, man. I don't like that. I wish I knew why that was doing that. Maybe we'll figure it out later. But
I got a Yankee phone.
And
Yankee
then,
phone.
Johnny Duncan said, "What's good, BGJ?"
What's up, Duncan? What's up, my dog? What's up with everybody?
And David Belier.
Hey, that's family. Love you, dog.
Yeah, send in the comments if you want him to talk about something. Put it in there. We'll get some questions in and we'll get some answers, and let us know where you're at, where you're watching from too. So the defense though in that game, they still gave up 4 touchdowns to Pat Mahomes. Yep. So no picks, but there was a couple forced fumbles. We talked about it off the air a little bit. Sam Williams had a pretty big game the last couple games. He's been doing a lot better. But yeah, Dak was a master against the blitz. We talked about that. A lot of his throws, he was just killing them on the blitz. It just felt like you were talking about Brian Schottenheimer. Like he just was playing that chess game and he was getting those matchups he wanted. I was seeing some breakdowns and like they do the trips to one side, leaving Pickens one-on-one with the man. That's where he's killing you on those slants and stuff. So that's exciting stuff right there. You hope you keep that rolling. Again, the offense scores 30 points and then you can win a game. But yeah, still gave up the 4 touchdown passes, but I did see a lot of pressure. We talked about this too. Mahomes is just great at extending that play, and that's going to be one of the differences in that Lions game. We can go ahead and hop into that Lions game too.
Yeah, for sure. Just ending on that Chiefs game and just ending on Schottenheimer when you was asking me what's different. I think that play calling is different too. Because remember, as much as we saw them 12-4 seasons, 3 straight, we were frustrated. Well, I was frustrated with Kellen Moore because we would score 30 points, but it was bland. It was boring. And even when Mike McCarthy was like, get rid of Kellen. I want it. So when he came over there, we saw the first 5 games, we getting the ass kicked. And then when they played in that San Francisco game, we got our ass kicked. And everybody was like, and then that's when the players were voting and going ham, and he switched up and changed up everything. But it was still kind of boring. It wasn't never just explosive. You feel me? And I think that's the difference too to me, G. Remember when McCarthy was here or even when Garrett was here, right? We were saying we want to win because the coach.
Mm-hmm.
We want to say, damn, he coached his ass off that game. We don't want to just say Dak Prescott threw for 400 or Javonte Williams ran for 120 or George Pickens had 9 catches for 144 yards. We don't want to just say that. We want to say, damn, he coached his ass off because he went against Andy Reid. Andy Reid's a legend.
Mm-hmm.
And he was banging with him offensively. You was naming all that stuff, which you just named. 3 receivers on one side, Pickens on the – he was coaching his ass off like he was playing chess. You actually had in that Philly game and in that KC game, coaching won that game too.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the players. The coaching won that game. When we say that.
Yeah.
What we always be saying, man, McCarthy be doing this or Jason Garrett be doing that. We ain't saying that about Schottenheimer. We saying this motherfucker and all them people that was hating, guess what? It wasn't me. Because when they brought him on, I said, Libra gang in the very beginning. I said, I ain't drinking Kool-Aid, but I like this motherfucker. He's going to do something with Dallas. He's the right man for the job because he cares. He's real. He's passionate. He's real. He wasn't doing them ping pong games and all that stuff just for fun. He was doing it. We're going to talk about that later, about culture.
Mm-hmm.
But this really is a different culture. He brought it, and the people are really believing it because it's real what he's bringing it to it. And he's coaching his ass off. So when you have that real presence and you coaching your ass off, you come back in a losing 21-0 and you beat their ass. You go against them Chiefs and everybody like, well, I was let down game, and you beat Pat Mahomes and slay that dragon. And if you coach your ass off and you take your ass to Detroit and you coach your ass off against mother sucker Detroit, I'm like, yeah, mother sucker, Libra gang.
So when you compare him, you were talking about the culture and like the coaching and having a winning for the coach being the reason. The culture thing here with Shotty, do you think it's a winning culture? And then where does he stack up to these younger guys? Because I know when I see these other teams getting these young, futuristic, upcoming coordinators, I'm like, damn, why can't we get somebody like that? I mean, I know Shotty ain't that young, but being a first-time head coach, he still has a lot of energy. You feel like, where do you think he stacks in with those guys? Is he's that kind of guy like what you see with them?
Yes, he's that type of guy because, number one, he's only 52 years old. He's not old. And think about this. This is what I love. He been coaching for like 25 years. You feel me? And he's only 52. You got him in a young year. Usually they be getting these guys at 60 and whatever. Yeah, I know they're getting these younger guys, but okay, I want a seasoned guy but still be in them 50s because I feel like you're still in touch. When you're in your 50s, early 50s, you're still in touch. I am. I'm 53. I'm still in touch with old school and new school. That's why it's a great blend for him, G. And like I said, you've been around greats. You've been around the Pete Carrolls of the world. You know what I'm saying? You've been around when he was with the Jets, Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan's good. I like Rex Ryan, okay? You've been around guys. You feel me? And you've had pretty good offenses. And the thing that you say, you're doing. You're not just talking about it, you're doing. You've always been a physical type offense, and that's what you brought to Dallas. You said, we're going to be physical. I appreciate you, G, for throwing my Olivia Newton-John.
I knew you was going like that.
I love that. I showed everybody when you brought that Olivia Newton-John. I just want to let you know.
I knew you was going like that.
So he brought real physicality. He didn't just say it. He said it real by that first-round draft pick because, remember, everybody wanted Matthew Golden. Everybody wanted that receiver. We need a receiver. We need a receiver outside. Nope. Mm-hmm. We need to get that offensive line together. And he went and got the Tyler Booker. Is anybody crying about Tyler Booker now? Nah, everybody sweating him. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like what he said, he has done. And that's a difference. When somebody says it, a lot of people will be like, yeah, you saying it, but are you really doing it? But he's really doing it. And like I said, he's coaching his ass off in these games. And I think that's the biggest thing to me, too. He's doing it in these games. You can talk all that culture shit all you want off the field, and you can do all that stuff. But if you ain't winning games and you ain't coaching your ass off against these dogs, none of that shit matters. So he implemented all that, and now he's coaching his ass off. So these players are looking at him like, we believe in you, motherfucker. We going hard.
So what would you point to then and say is the biggest difference between Shoddy and Mike McCarthy?
Love.
Shoddy's been he's already been here calling plays the last couple of years. You think?
I think the love, and I think he's just more innovative, and he's willing to listen. I think that's the biggest thing with Shoddy. He's willing to listen. Like if Dak comes to him, hey, I see this, or a player comes to him, he'll be like, okay, we'll check that out. And he won't be just like, yeah, I got this. I'm the coach. You don't tell me. I'm coach. I know everything. A lot of coaches get like that. They get too high and mighty. You can't tell them nothing. Shoddy actually listens. I know he listens to his players. He listens to his coordinators. And if they see something, he's not the guy that's going to be like, no, I'm not going to do that. Because, once again, I'm just trying to tell you, Libra gang, we're like that. I'm like that. I might feel like I coached. I had assistants. And if I was coaching in the game and an assistant came to me and said, Jay, I see this. Number one, I'm going to look at it after I see it. Okay, all right, bet, let's do it. And guess what? After he makes that call, I'm going to give him the praise. We'll go on the press conference, and they'll be like, man, that was a great third down call. I'll say, yeah, it was. My guy, blah, 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 was in my ear telling me about this play, and we did it. So all praise to him. What do you think he's going to do after that, G? He's going to be like, that's my dog. I'm going to coach even harder for you. I'm going to go even harder for you because you respect it. You didn't take that glory. You gave it to me. That's what Shoddy is, and that's why he's successful.
Yeah, it's that's another good move they made with this offseason is getting a good coach. So, at least up to this point. So, and that's another thing we were talking about, Dak being, we'll get into that later, but maybe Dak being MVP if they go on some kind of run. What about Shoddy, like coach of the year? I know there's a lot of other good candidates, but yeah, just a couple last little things on that Chiefs game. Would you say that Mahomes is like this generation's Tom Brady?
Yes.
And the Cowboys never beat Tom Brady except that playoff game.
We slayed
Tampa
him.
Bay. Yep.
We slayed that dragon.
Made him retire.
Slayed him.
That felt good.
The only one we didn't slay was Aaron Rodgers.
Yep. Yeah, we could never get that one.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so that's just something the Cowboys could not do in the past. So that's another example right there of how they're playing a little bit different right now than what we've seen.
That dragon.
Yeah, and then I noticed, though, lots of red in those stands.
I did, too.
I don't get it, man. We got, like, the most popular team in the league. How do we not have a packed with Cowboys fans? And why is there so many of the other team in our home stadium? I don't get that, man.
That was crazy when I saw that red, when I seen when they do that, like, drone cam, and I seen all that red.
A lot of red.
I said, damn, that red is filling the stadium. But, I mean, that was a big game. You saw that it was the most highly rated game ever in NFL history by 15 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
15 million? So that tells you the Chiefs must thought we were kind of good. The fans must thought we was kind of good.
Yeah, maybe.
You ain't coming to that game if you didn't think Dallas was kind of good in that game.
So, like, we were talking about how we wouldn't support Jerry until something changes, but like, is it other teams supporting Jerry? Because it's like we selling out half the stadium to opponents, fans, and it's like, I just don't understand. You're the most valuable franchise in the world. You're supposed to have the most popular, most amount of fans, and you can't fill the stadium. That's kind of crazy because you could have a monster. Bother me. You could just have a monster home field advantage though if you did that.
That don't bother me right now.
Oh.
Would you feel? Would you jump in there? Cowboys are. You talked about the PTSD. We have it.
Yeah, we'll
talk about that later. But that's why I feel like fans don't come because we have that. Oh,
but they still must be spending money.
Well, they always gonna spend money. It's the Cowboys.
Yeah, but why not go to the game? I mean, especially
you remember how much them games cost?
The game of this magnitude. The game of this magnitude. You'd think that the home crowd would show up, show out, dominate, come down on them super loud.
Think about it though. Haven't we seen this before? We haven't seen them come back from 21 down, G. But we've seen them win a big game and then come back and have to win another big game and they choke.
Yeah.
So I can see why fans be like, they'll choke the next game. You ain't beating Pat Mahomes. Come on.
Well, if you're right, I hope so, and I hope we see a packed Cowboys home crowd on the next game. So if you're living in that area, make sure you try to get to that game.
Cowboys are fickle fans.
And then speaking of, real quick though, the home field advantage. What about the sunlight? Because it's not the first time we've seen that happen where George Pickens didn't even see a ball coming his way. We've seen it happen to CD. I think even before with like Dez Bryant stuff. That happens a lot. Like, what are they going to – like, why do they do that? Because I remember in the past there was a game where if CD missed one that he would have had if it weren't for the sun. I think we lost that game. And you could point to that as maybe one of the reasons. That's crazy.
I don't know why I don't do it because I hear that they do it in concerts. They do it in other times when it's big and they do it. So I don't know why. I don't have a rhyme or reason why that man won't do it. They said God is shining on the Cowboys, and maybe he really believes that, and maybe that's why he does it. I have no rhyme or reason why he does it.
Well,
too many people complain about it, but it's Jerry. He's like, that's my shit. I'll do what I want.
Yeah, we still made it in that game, but I do feel like that may have cost us a game or two in the past. I see a lot of comments coming in. They're talking about the tickets costing too much for the real fans.
Told you.
That was from Iceberg.
We went free, G.
Texas T, tickets too expensive.
Yep. Did you know how much it was costing to go down to camp this year? Was crazy. You know what? We ain't really never paid.
Yeah, when we got in.
When we went there, but we remember them prices was crazy. But I heard it was crazy this past year.
Well, I remember back a few years ago, you had the standing room tickets. Those were like $25 no matter what the game was. It was like $25.
I bet you they ain't 25.
Yeah, they're
now.
like in the hundreds now, I think. Just to stand there, you don't even get a seat.
I ain't doing that. And if you lose, I'm going to throw a beer.
But, yeah, we got a lot of people coming in here. Please keep coming in. Send in some questions for James to answer. Let us know where you're watching from. Johnny Duncan said Ski Mask G. This is the George Pickens with the lamb right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I told him when I came in, I said that's Ski Mask G. That's Ski Mask G. I told him when I came in, that's Ski Mask G.
Yep. That's the Pickens and the lamb right there because they both monstered against the Chiefs. Lamb with a big bounce back game. But, yeah, we can move on now past that. I was just
$250 a piece?
For the standing room tickets?
No, he said the tickets were $250 a piece for Thanksgiving.
He's probably talking about standing room.
If that was that's crazy.
I bet it is. But I remember back when they first opened the stadium, or at least early 2010s, it was
Johnny Duncan said he's drinking the
$25.
Kool-Aid.
He's drinking the Kool-Aid?
Yeah, he said he's drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, so that's where we're going to get into some of that PTSD conversation a little bit. So, But right now, let's get on to this Lions game.
Yep.
And then we got some other things to talk about after that, too. Just some nuggets and notes, and then whatever you guys send in the comments here. But yeah, it's the battle of the 2016 QBs. The 2016 draft, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz was once a part of that conversation, but clearly Goff and Dak are the best two quarterbacks from that draft. And I think this is going to be the best offense that we face this year. But we talked about it beforehand with I'll let you go ahead and take the start, and I'll hop in there with you.
Well, with these lines, like I said, when we talked weeks ago before for the Dallas Cowboys played the Raiders, I said the Cowboys can definitely go on a run. And what I said about going on the run, I said, hey, you can beat the Raiders, you can beat the Eagles, you can beat the Chiefs. This ain't the same Chiefs. You need to beat the Chiefs because you need to slay the dragon, right? And then I said you can beat the Lions because the Lions ain't got no aura over you. Lions ain't been smacking you every time you played them. You feel me?
I think one of the last memorable things from the Lions game was that CD Lamb touchdown where Dak got out of that sack.
Yeah, you feel
98
me?
98 yards or something crazy.
You ain't and here's the thing. You owe the Lions for what they did to you because they was mad as hell that we got that victory in that game because they feel like we cheated that game because they threw the ball to the offensive lineman and they didn't get it. Penalty.
2-point conversion.
They feel like we cheated, and that's why they overdid it in that game when they beat us.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cowboys, y'all really need to remember what they did to you. They was running it up on you. You remember that? And I don't want nobody to be out, but Amon St. Brown, he might not be in there. We already talked about Arnold might not be in there. The Frank Ragon, whatever his name is, the center, he can't play. He didn't pass the physicals. Your offensive line being shaky. I need the Lord Jesus to get Clowney healthy. I need Clowney to play in that game because I think if Clowney could play in that game, if Clowney was healthy, I think Clowney would have a big game. For some reason, if Clowney was playing, he would have a big game in my opinion. I just feel it. That's why when I heard he might not play, I was like, damn, because I felt he was going to have a big game. Because I just feel like you had sent me some questions earlier today, G, and you had mentioned Clowney, his impact. He has came on. Because remember, he was like, he was looking old. He was looking slow. It was like, why'd you bring him on? He looking slow. That's why.
So that was the question. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, but just I want to ask you the formal question, I guess, since we're going that way. Is Clowney better than what you expected?
Hell yes. In the beginning, I was excited when they signed him. I can't front because I know it was a low-cost signing, and I knew what he could bring to the table, right? Especially in a short area, where he don't got to be the guy, but he'll make those contributions. So he started out slow, and I was wondering what's really going on. But I'm telling you, the additions of Kenny Clark, really Quinnen Williams. He said one of the reasons why I signed when you got Kenny Clark, because I know. No hate, but if you would have had Mozzie and the other guys, it'd have been like, well, I ain't coming here. I ain't going to have no fun. They're going to be on my ass. I ain't got nobody to take the pressure away from me. Feel me? You got Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark. Now Clowney's even better. You feel me? And he's an established veteran. He can get you sacks. That's what he can. When you see a lot of these defensive ends, in their twilight of their careers, remember the Dwight Freeneys, the older guys when they're like 33, 34, even Khalil Mack,
DeMarcus Ware.
You see these guys in their older years, they just become sack specialists. Let those other guys do anything, they just become sack specialists. And I think that's what Clowney has become. He's just become like a sack specialist. He can play in the run, but that's not really what he's going to be good at, what you brought him in here for. Let these other guys really be able to do that. That's when you got the Quinnen Williams, the Osa Ogadazua, you got the Kenny Clark. That makes them be able to take that responsibility of that run or the double teams and things of that nature. You're giving Clowney one-on-ones, okay? Clowney's good. He was the number 1 draft pick. Okay. Mm-hmm. The only reason why he didn't probably have the career he wanted, remember, he had that knee. He had the one thing, knee injury that when they have, they don't come back from, microfracture, knee cert. When they have that, you don't come back from that. He came back from that and was still a productive player. So I look at, yes, his impact has been very good. And it's been better with the additions of the Cowboys because now you got dogs. That really takes – they're going to double team a dog. They're not double teaming Mozzie Smith. I mean, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. That Clowney has been really good. Hold on. Let's see where we're going back here.
Ooh. Got a nice little something in the chat.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody. We got 100 in the chat.
Hell yeah, let's skip. That's a nice little milestone.
Yeah. That's a milestone because we was teetering.
We just started back.
So we was teetering like 56.
Yeah, we're building it up.
70.
We got to keep getting it out there.
67. We was happy. We was like, we got 72.
Yeah, we got to get it out there.
We love y'all.
But you know what, man? Coming. That's why this show.
They all drop like. See, hey, you know what? You know what's funny,
G? They're not hearing you instantly.
I know, but you know what's funny though, G? When you celebrate something, like let's say you celebrate right when you hit 10K. We hit 10K. You can't celebrate it when you hit 10K because the haters see it and they're going to unlike you, and then you're going to go to 997.
That's all right.
You got to just be quiet, and you got to get to 10K 09.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
And then say it then.
Yep. Shit, no, I'm forgetting what the hell I was going to say. Oh, well.
He said facts.
Somebody asked whose jersey you're wearing.
She don't want to know that. Randy White.
There we go. I knew who it was because I remember it.
Sackmaster. Yeah. Randy White.
But yeah, man, this is why what we were just talking about, that's why this is tomorrow's news today, because you've been saying that you would see better Clowney, better everybody on the defensive line with the addition of Quinnen Williams, and then with Clark in there too. Even Osa been way better. We talked about the sacks the last couple games. So tomorrow's news today right here. If you're tuned in, this is where you want to be because you're going to hear it here first. And make sure you like the video in there. And
listen what G said. He's making something sane. What'd you say?
Tomorrow's news today. Yep, that's it.
Bruh, we're about to trademark that.
Tomorrow's news today, because you always hear it here first. I mean,
it's real.
This was said before Quinnen Williams even played a game with the Cowboys, so and it's all happened that way.
He's really made an impact.
But yeah, if you guys want to have BGJ talk about something, leave a question in there. Let's see. Oh, okay, we got Texas T. He said, how do y'all feel? We'll just take a little comment here.
Okay.
How do y'all feel about Ken Dorsey as the passing game coordinator?
Passing game coordinator, because I remember he got a lot of hate. I think he was with the Browns for a little bit.
He was Josh Allen's passing game coordinator.
And then he was with the Buffalo.
There was another good quarterback he had been with too, though.
Ken Dorsey, let me tell you about Ken Dorsey. I watched Ken Dorsey at the University of Miami because wasn't he the one that was undefeated for all those years? I think he carried that win streak forever, and then Ohio State is the one that beat them when Ken Dorsey was the quarterback.
That's right.
I'll tell you right now, if you ever watched Ken Dorsey play, you knew he was never going to do nothing in the NFL. He was like 6'5" and like 160. Not hating. He just was little, right? No arm strength, nothing. But you could just tell he was
like Kellen Moore.
Yeah, you just knew he was going to be a good-ass coach. You feel me? You just knew it. He ain't going to be good in the NFL, but he's going to be a good-ass coach. So if you ask me about that, that seemed normal to me that he was going to have that transition. Shout out to Shotty for being not only what he's done to the team, the assistance that he has got this year.
Mm-hmm.
Clayton Adams, Connor Riley, them has been godsends. Clayton Adams is going to be let's just say this. Clayton Adams, let's enjoy Clayton Adams because he's about to be gone. Somebody's plucking him as a head coach. He's about to be a coach. I don't know if it's going to be next year. He's going to be getting a head coaching opportunity within the next couple of years. If you go from the Cardinals and you rechange their whole offensive line, then you come over to Dallas and make them physical. I always got to say it after that. You're getting a job, period. So please enjoy Clayton Adams while we can. Please if we don't do anything this year, Clayton Adams, can you please just stay one more year? Please, just one more year. Because he's going to be the hot name in these streets. Facts.
Yeah, offensive line has been playing real well.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, even when they send a bunch of blitzes, they hold up good, but Dak's just been so good at just getting the ball out and finding where he needs to go with it against that blitz. So, just all-around execution by the offense so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
But back to the Lions game here. Goff's numbers are really good this year. He's got 25 touchdowns, 5 picks.
It's not bad.
Yeah, he's got 69.8 completion percentage, which is nice too.
Either.
And then Gibbs is over 1,000 yards with 10 touchdowns.
We
He's
know
a threat,
about him.
almost 6 yards a carry for him. So
Damn.
I do believe that this might end up being the best offense that we played this season as far as skill-wise, but maybe not if St. Brown don't play. But Winston is a monster too. He kind of reminds me of Pickens a little bit, like how they have that 1-2 combo. Yeah. He's that deep threat.
Yeah.
He just take it to the house from anywhere.
He can, and that's the two people I identify as Gibbs and Williams because he can take the top off. But is Diggs playing?
Mm-mm. They already called him out.
Damn. But we got Revel.
Yep. And Rebels look good.
You know what? Eberflus, grow some nuts and put Revel on him one-on-one.
I think he covered Worthy most of
Yeah,
the
put Revel on Williams one-on-one and say, lock that man down, son. We're going to worry about this other part of the team, son, and I'm going to just go ahead and give you the confidence because I think you are that guy. You're that guy. So I'm going to go ahead and let you press him. I'm going to let you get after him. We're going to worry about us. Now, if he gets you a little bit, we'll help you. But I'm going to go ahead and put the confidence in you. I'm going to one-on-one you with Williams. I want you to just take him away, and let us worry about Gibbs. Let this whole other team worry about Gibbs because guess what? We take away Gibbs. Montgomery, I ain't disrespecting him, but I feel like we can deal with that ground and pound now because we got guys in the middle. You feel me? We got to be able to deal with that speed. Overshon. I need a big game for you, big dog. Overshon, I need a big game. You've been playing well. You feel me? I need to see that lightning speed that you were showing. You know what I'm saying? Linebackers need you to play out of your mind in this game, okay? Because if they get to that second level, we need you to make tackles. Can't let the jukes and then he get another 10, 11 yards. So you feel what I'm saying? Linebackers need to play really well. But I'm putting Revel on Williams one-on-one and taking him out the game because I think he's going to be that guy. I already said it. You got a Jalen Ramsey. I said that weeks ago. Now, if you hear anybody in these streets, you come on over here and say, well, Big Game was saying that. Big Game producer G was saying that, okay? I said you got a Jalen Ramsey. Put that man on the island and take him away. And you other guys concentrate on Gibbs. Because if you can do that, I think the game's over because that man's a statue. We already seen when you get pressure on him, he throw the ball. He throw the ball down. He throw it out of bounds. He don't want to get hit. He don't want that pressure. And he will throw interceptions. You get what I'm saying? And now you got a Quinnen Williams. Now you got Osa. Now you got Kenny Clark. I need you big boys in that middle to really take over because that offensive line is suffering right now over in Detroit. They are suffering. And guess what? They don't have Ben Johnson. Even though they are scoring, even though they are doing things, something is not the same. And Ben Johnson was a little bit different, a little bit different magic. So since they don't have that, you can stop them. And we've seen that. You can get on them. This is, I mean, I feel like the Cowboys should want this. You beat the Eagles. You came back down from 21-0. A lot of people didn't think you was going to come back. I didn't. I ain't gonna lie, but I went with us. But I was like, is this gonna be a letdown? Yeah, too many times I've seen it. They came in and they beat Pat Mahomes. I don't care if that motherfucker threw for 7 touchdowns. Dallas beat them. Because at the end of the day, we stopped them when we needed. Dallas, Quinnen Williams was on that ass. That defense was on him. They was pressuring him, making to make plays. He had to throw monster throws. They weren't easy throws. You feel me? He had to work for it. That's what I wanted to see. And then you see, like you said, G, we ain't seen the Cowboys when they come back to take it all the way down the field and get the big downs when we need it the most. We always seen us 3rd and out, 3 and out. They get the ball, they get a touchdown or a field goal and win the game. They're running down on the field, and we're pissed. Same old Cowboys. They ain't been doing that. So still prove to us. It's a proven grounds because we've been talking about the PTSD. This is still proving grounds. So go in Detroit and kick their ass. Make another statement. A lot of people are talking about Dallas like, damn. A lot of people are for real saying, man, okay, we seen Dallas play good, but we ain't seen Dallas do this. And then I think a lot of them are not shucking and jiving because ain't none of us seen us do them do this. So since we ain't seen you do this, Dallas, keep on showing us that we ain't seen. Mm-hmm. Go in Detroit and whoop their ass and be like, okay, these motherfuckers, these might be a different team. Has this team really matured? Does this team really feel it? But I'm going to go back to saying one last thing, and then I'm going to give the mic to G. You got real players. You got George Pickens. He was a dog. You got Quinnen Williams. He's a dog. You got Kenny Clark. Dogs. When you got those regular players, you're not doing shit. They're getting exposed. That's why you got to get the dogs. That's all Cowboys Nation has been screaming to the front office. Get us dogs and maybe Dak will play different. Mm-hmm. Get us dogs and maybe the offense will be different. Guess what? You got real dogs, and look how this team is playing. Spend some damn money, right? Stop being cheap. Stop going for the rookies all the time. Stop going for the undrafted players and think you're going to make it and getting regular free agents and thinking that's going to work. It don't. The elite teams have the elite players. If you don't have those players, you're not winning. Now Dallas has elite players, and you see the difference.
Yeah, because not only like as the Quinnen Williams addition improved the defense, but now they're all playing off each other with that energy. You know, we got you, you got us kind of thing, and just kind of battling all together, which is what you like to see. Mm-hmm. But going back to Revel a little bit there, we were talking about that, and then we'll go more to the Detroit, go back to that a little bit more. But with Revel, I think a lot of people might end up saying, like, you know, okay, well, he's not getting the interceptions, but he's only played a couple games, and that doesn't really mean anything because when you look at some of the best corners in the league, they might get 3 to 4 picks a year tops, but they're just shut down guys. He only allowed 2 catches for 16 yards in that game on 3 targets. Mm-hmm. He's got those big, long arms. He's like a blanket out there. He looks huge on the field.
Don't he look big as hell? He just looks imposing. That's why I compared him to Jalen Ramsey and you said he might be bigger than Ramsey. He might be. I like to see them side to side because Ramsey ain't no little dude. That was one of his big highlights. That he was fast and he was big. So he can match those receivers and get physical with them. But I think he's only in the 3 games he's played give up like 6 receptions for like maybe 60-something yards. If y'all can quote me, 69 yards. He's only given up that. And have you seen him in his one-on-one stance? Bruh, that's a big dude, and he's on it. He's taking the challenge. Like, I just feel like he's different. He's come up the hard way. Go look at his story. He came up the hard way, and his pop's been with him the whole step of the way. They've been like yin and yang, you feel me? He believed in his son, he knew his son, and his son came from so much hardness. So I think that's why it's different for him. Feel me? Because he came up different. And I feel like that's why it's different for him. And you got the ability. And I really think he wants to show and prove everybody. He wants to let everybody know I'm the best. And I didn't come. You didn't see me killing it at East Carolina. You didn't see me killing high school. But I went to Dallas Cowboys on. He gonna be nice. I might drink. Okay, I might drink Kool-Aid. Okay. There's a couple people on drink Kool-Aid on. You can get me because y'all always be in the comment. Drink the Kool-Aid. No, I'm not. But I'm tell you right here, right now on this channel, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid on 2 players. Nope, 3. George Pickens, Kool-Aid drinker. I am. Yes. Kool-Aid drinker. Quinnen Williams. Yes. And Revel. I am a Kool-Aid drinker of him because I think he's going to be great. I just wish they would figure this out with Diggs and it would work out and you wouldn't release him, because if you had a sound mind Diggs, say what the hell you want about him. Stop hating on him because everybody was loving him when he had them 11 interceptions.
Yeah.
Everybody loved Diggs when he was turning up like that. Come on, man. We all were. We all make mistakes. I don't know. I
will just say that's a while ago, though. Four seasons ago, right?
Okay, but he still got the ability. Ain't like he's 30.
Yeah, but the injuries, maybe. I'm just saying.
I think, you know what? Your injuries get better when you got dogs with you and your team starts winning. Yeah. All of a sudden, you get healthy.
You think about Parsons, how you get that pressure.
All of a sudden, you get healthy when you start seeing we got a good team and we got some dogs. You need to start feeling better.
All of a sudden, you start getting healthy.
You start getting healthy and you start getting motivated. You get what I'm saying? Real talk. The goal and the dream was, to me, either this is your replacement, Diggs. If you don't get your mind right, we're replacing you with Revel. But if you get your mind right, Diggs on the outside, Revel on the outside, Bland in the slot. Who are you dealing with that? Tell me who you dealing with that. You wouldn't want that? Yeah, I still want Diggs on the team if you could have that. If you got that front line like that, and you got them 3 opportunistic corners, what? If we're getting the pressure, these guys are ball hawks. They're breaking on that ball. You get what I'm saying? So ultimately, you want that. So I don't want him to leave because you keep that. That's great. So I feel like all parties got to figure that out. So I don't like how Diggs don't tackle. Trust me, I know the warts. I know him. I was talking about him when he was at Alabama. Okay. But guess what? When you got some dogs with you, sometimes you be like, you tote the line a little bit better. You stay in line a little bit better because, number one, you know you might be shipped out for real. You don't know your future. You might get it together. Oh, yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So I want Diggs back for the fact that I want to see them with Revel and Bland. I think that's a nasty backfield.
Look at Mel, though, said, yeah, love Rebel's potential, but we need Diggs for a real push, or they should have traded him for another player like a running back, too. You actually said that maybe for like that David A. Chan.
But they got the one guy. We all like him from Pittsburgh. He's a good back. He's a good, tough back, G. I don't know if they'll integrate him this year. He's a good, tough back. You'll like him, G.
Yeah, so there's another comment that came in here, and we're going to talk about running backs here in a minute too, because I got another question, and for the answer for me is a running back. So I don't know what you're going to say to this question, but for me it's the running back.
I'll wait for
it. Yeah, and then someone else in here had mentioned something about the running back, so we will definitely get into that talk. And someone, Texas T said Rebel 6'2", Ramsey 6'1", so there's a little bit of a size difference there, if that's a true fact there. Noon Winston said, BGJ, let's take a shot of Kool-Aid. We will talk about the Cowboys PTSD here soon, and we'll get into that and see if that's a real thing, because I think it is. But I don't know. This could be a magical year, man. But tying Rebel, we were talking about defense and Rebel and stuff. Going back into that Detroit game, it kind of made me think like, who's going to be sticking on Sam Laporta? How are they going to guard him? Because even though you might have St. Brown out, Laporta is a big
Overshon.
I was going to say, yeah, and I was also going to ask you about how Overshon's been playing. So you think that's the guy to kind of help cover on Laporta?
I mean, if he's one, I don't know if he's 100%. You know what I'm saying? If he's like, I got this, I'm going to trust him because he cares. He loves football. He cares. He's all about winning. So if he's like, I got this, coach, I'm giving it. Okay, Overshon, give him. We'll worry about other things. I'll let until something is you're getting murdered, then I'm going to give you the challenge. That's me as a coach. If I know I got a player with the ability and he says, I got this, coach, then I'm going to give it to you. Until you start getting your ass kicked and need some help, and then we're going to come over there. But I'm going to definitely let you take that challenge. So if you're bringing up Laporta, then I know you got a Gibbs. But the whole defense got to understand Gibbs is the guy. So we got to get at him. But, this ain't the Ben Johnson there where he's hitting you with the trick plays and he's hitting you with the play action and, he's not doing that. Keep your eyes open for it. But I think if we're just very aggressive, Aberflus, you don't got to blitz all the time. I know your little philosophy, but you do timely blitzes. I just feel like Goff is a statue, G. He don't like, no quarterback likes pressure, but he especially don't because he can't get away from it.
You want half this?
Yeah, I was looking at it.
Well, because I don't have much, so I'm sorry about that.
That's
I forgot
all right.
to go today. I
thought
I had more than I did, but
you ain't got to apologize.
I think the wife had a couple. So.
But you know what, though? I said in my head, though, always had the backup just in case. That's why I had the Blizzy for Shizzy.
Yeah. I mean, I always got that, but I forgot about the drink because I really don't drink other than when we're doing this shit.
And I've been doing that too. Shout out to me. I've only drank when we do the show.
That's good because you don't want to be drinking all the time. That's not good
Hell
for you.
no.
But going back to, I'm glad you brought up like Goff being a statue and all that because we were talking about the Chiefs game, how Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks at extending the play in the league.
Oh, he said Laporta's out.
Oh, he is? Well, he's out for the season.
See?
Oh, man. Well, guess we're behind on the news. I wonder, did that happen a while back? Or
You probably did. I wasn't even thinking about no Sam Laporta. I'm going to keep it real.
That's my fault. I must not have saw that. That's why I'm the producer. That's why I'm the producer. I stay in the background. I keep up, but man, I forgot about that.
That's why you got the chat.
Yeah,
right?
Appreciate you guys.
That's why you love the chat. Let me tell you something about the chat, and that's why I love the chat. I appreciate y'all. Love the chat because we got real motherfuckers in the chat, and that's why I love all y'all. But just like you just said, I might have said he had 7 sacks in that game. They'd be like, nah, he had 6. I like that. My bad.
It happens.
It happens.
Nobody's perfect. Life is not perfect.
It happens.
But yeah, so Goff's not going to have that escapability, that play extension like what you see from Mahomes. So I do see this probably being a game where you could get a lot of sacks. We're going to get into some bold predictions because I'm thinking this might be a high-scoring type of game. You gave up the 4 touchdowns to Mahomes. You had to come back. So let's see if they can actually. I mean, they're due for one of those blowout type games, but can they do that against the Lions in Detroit? I don't know, against one of the better offenses in the league. We'll have to see with that, but
38-31.
I feel like it's going to be a high score. Oh, you got a score prediction.
38-31.
38-31 Cowboys.
38-31 Cowboys.
You got a bold prediction?
Yeah, I got a few.
Let's hear them.
CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens both get 100.
Oh, that'd be the first time that's happened.
They both getting 100.
I think it would be the first time.
This offense going to get like almost 600 yards. Dak going to throw 400. Both receivers both of them getting 100. I don't know if both of them scoring touchdowns. I think they could because I know Pickens getting in there. I think they both going. I'm gonna give them both a touchdown apiece. Bold prediction: Dak going to throw for at least 350. Both the receivers going over 100, getting a touchdown. Defense, let's go. Defense, let's go. I need a big game for somebody. Easy. If Clowney ain't playing easy, I need a breakout game from Easy.
Like 3 sacks.
At least 2, 1.5, something. I need a easy game. So let's do 2, G. Easy. You may not listen big game. You should. I mean, we just kicking it. I know y'all players are blah, blah. Listen to this one, dog. If Clowney is hurt, bruh, we need a breakout game. You already been starting to turn up. Feel me? We need that breakout game from Easy. You know what I'm saying? Where he just like, he already been turning up. When we needed him, like getting big sacks on golf. Like when they mattered. 3rd down and 7, crowd going crazy, and it's the rookie Easy the Rocco. Easy.
Yeah, for me, bold prediction. You kind of read my mind a little bit because you'd said Dak 400 yards, so I was going to say Dak 400, and I was going to say 4 touchdown passes. But and the Cowboys score 40 points.
Woo!
So 4.
Let's get 45
for number 4.
I want to get like 45 because remember what they did to us last year? What they scored like 40 something?
They
on
like
us?
ran it up.
They ran it up. We need to run it up on them. We need like a 40 game. I said 38. I'm cool with that too. G 45 on them. I need because you remember the Cowboys of old. You beat them 2 big teams like that, and then you play another team, and then you know the Cowboys are just come in there and mash them. Everybody be talking about it be a big game, G, and Dallas come in there and just kick their whole ass. You feel me? Like they just dominate them, and you just leave from the game like that's them motherfucking Cowboys nice. Been a while since we've been feeling that way, ain't it? Let's keep it real. Even when we had them 12-4 seasons, we was like, we good, but I don't want to jump too much in the water.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of what that PTSD conversation's about because you know it feels like you always get set up for the letdown.
You want to jump in, and then as soon as you jump in, the water leaves.
And now I bet you they're getting a lot of people, as they're saying in the comments too, drinking the Kool-Aid because you know, they beat 2 really good teams, Super Bowl champions from last year. Everybody's really hyped about that. So I think everybody's getting back on the train right now.
And it's how they beat them.
It's scary. For me, I still got to see playoffs because every single year it's the same story. We can get to the playoffs. We know that. You can't win in the playoffs, though, and that's what I want to see, those big moments, that 3rd down conversion with 3 minutes left in the playoffs to win the playoff game.
That's why it feels like, come on, football gods. Come on, football gods. So many times football gods been against Dallas. You feel me? Can we get the football gods right now with everything that's going on? You got a coach that really cares. I'm not saying McCarthy didn't, but like I said, I just feel like it's different with Shoddy. I just feel like it's different. So it's like, can we just see win them all? Just beat everybody. Do something you ain't never did. Yeah. Beat everybody and get to them playoffs and do something you ain't never did before. Because guess what? I don't believe it. And you can't fault me. I hate when people fault you for not believing it. Like you love your team any less. You get what I'm saying, G?
Yeah.
Like, man, bruh. Like I told people, I've been a fan longer than a lot of y'all been alive. I've been a fan for 45 years, minimum. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I ride and die. But if I don't see shit going on, I'm going to get pissed. And I'm like, man, y'all tripping. I ain't going to be jumping on this no more because I've been going through this for too freaking long.
Yep.
It ain't been 5 years for me or 10 years for me. Bruh, I've been there for the whole damn 30 freaking years and longer. I was there in the 80s when they wasn't winning. Yeah. When they got rid of Landry and switched.
2000s.
Yeah. Well, I was there when Tom Landry was getting his ass kicked after they lost some championship games with Danny White.
The 80s weren't nearly as good as the 70s. And that's how it was after Aikman left for a few years till we got Romo. It was pretty rough there too.
Yeah, I'm going to have them thoughts of, I ain't getting on this team like that. No, I'm not doing that. So I'm allowed to feel that way. I am. I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm allowed to feel that way. And that's the way I'm going to feel. And when I'm looking at those 2 games, I ain't seen that. That's the truth. Just like being you was talking. I've been hella critical of Dak. I love Dak, but I've been critical. But I ain't drinking Kool-Aid. It's just real talk. Some of the stuff I seen him do, I ain't seen him do. I seen him choke them moments.
Yeah, he hasn't proved it yet.
I seen him choking them moments. I seen him throw bad passes. We get a 3 and out, and then they take it down the field. I've seen it happen. And when I seen him them last 2 games, I was like, shit, we need to get to the playoffs because I need to see a play. I need to see Dak get to the playoffs. If he's doing this in the regular season, I need to get him to the playoffs. I want him to see him do that in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, we're used to seeing this in the regular season, though. So it's like, yeah, that's like you just said. We need to see those clutch moments like that
in the
playoffs. We need the whole team to play together in those playoff games. I will say, though, the Chiefs game was like a playoff game type atmosphere. Not really, but your season is on the line.
Your season's on the line
because you're done probably if you lose another game. We will get into the playoff.
You lose to the
picture.
Lions, you pretty much done.
Yeah, because so we can go ahead and look at that anyway. The NFC playoff picture. The Bears are number 1. Isn't that crazy? 9-3 Bears sitting at number 1.
And they ain't beat nobody except the Eagles, but they're reeling. So it's like kind of like the football gods shined on them. Ben Johnson's a good coach. You know what? I was like, hey, I was hating on Ben Johnson a little bit. I can't lie. I was hating on him. Not that I just got tired of hearing Ben Johnson this, Ben Johnson that, Ben Johnson. So I was hating. I'll be the first to admit it. I was hating on Ben Johnson. I thought he was a good coach, but I was like, let's see if you get over there. They ain't beat nobody, but it's different the way they're playing. I don't think they're going to do anything in the playoffs. Matter of fact, they can be one of them teams that are like 12 and something and be the first round exit. I can definitely see that happen because he even said it. We ain't winning because of our throwing game. That's why I like him. He keep it real. We ain't winning because Caleb Williams killing it.
Mm-hmm.
We winning because of other things.
So do you think if the Cowboys can somehow sneak in here, because they're probably going to have to win this division, beating the Lions would be a great step to get in there for a wild card, but you're still not in if you beat the Lions. You still need some other things to happen. Yeah. You don't play the 49ers, Packers, or Seahawks who need to lose a game or two for you to have a chance there at a wild card spot. Yeah. And you don't play the Eagles again, but you're close to the Eagles now. So you need them to lose another game or two. They do have to play the Bills still. The Bills are going to be fighting for a seed, so that could be a big-time game right there. And but the Cowboys, if they win this 7-5-1, they'll be that last spot, ready to sneak into a wild card or get the division. If they were to get the division right now, they'd be the 3 seed. Rams 9-3. They lost to the Panthers. Panthers sitting at the bottom of the wild card hunt right now, but yeah, those games we talk about, the Panthers, the Cardinals, those kind of games, the Broncos. I mean, the Broncos are good, but those are the games you wish you would have.
The Bears, the Panthers, and the Cardinals.
The Bears, though, at 9-3. I know you just said what you said, but the Bears, they're still 9-3. You are what your record is, I think. I mean, I know you have easier schedules and stuff, but I do think a rematch we would beat them.
We would kick their ass. Yep. We wouldn't beat them. We kicked their ass because they're not that team. Okay, I got their story, but they're not that team. They ain't beat nobody. They beat one team, Eagles winning record. I don't think they beat anybody's winning record. Go check me on that. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? No, they haven't. But I get it. If you're rebuilding your team and you haven't won, those are still big games. So I get that. You get what I'm saying? We talked about this. I think it was a couple weeks ago, G. When we talked about the schedules, and I was like, the schedule is easier for the Eagles. They got an easy schedule. You're playing the Commanders twice, who are not winning.
Yeah, they're not.
But we've seen it before in them NFC games.
The NFC East
game. They take it personal.
Rival.
They're not going to want to just let you. And they got pride.
They just came out with the Hard Knocks, too, on HBO Max with the NFC East edition.
They got pride.
So they're trying to win.
And all I can say is this. When you're playing really good football the right way and you're on a win streak, sometimes those teams magically lose. Didn't we see the Eagles? Didn't Dallas beat the Eagles and then they went on a losing streak and they lost the division when they had it right in their hands and Dallas won the division?
That's the other thing. I'm glad you said that because no team has won 2 division titles in a row in the last 20 years, and we can't let that happen. We're the only threat to them. The Giants and Commanders suck, so we're the only threat. We just got to hope they lose another one. They need to lose 2, and we need to win out. That's the path to the division.
It's happened. Like I said, 23. Nobody thought the Eagles was losing. Everybody thought they was running away with the division. Remember? They was kicking everybody else in the division, winning everything, and then guess what? Dallas – if I'm wrong, Dallas beat that ass, and then after they beat them, tell me if I'm wrong, They went on lost 5 or 6 in a row, and then Dallas won the division. And because they played the Cardinals, and I said the Cardinals gonna whip their ass, and everybody was like, "Man, they're gonna beat the Cardinals." The Cardinals beat them. Jalen Hurts ain't playing good right now. That offense ain't playing good right now. You don't think them other teams ain't looking at that?
Yeah, and I'm hoping the Bills can just take care of them pretty nice and easy.
And let's think about this, Toe. The good thing is, folks, that we're not looking at, it's not like the Eagles are just the Eagles. They're the Super Bowl champion Eagles. So guess what? Maybe there's a little motivation when we whip your ass. Yeah, you was the Super Bowl champion. We kicked your ass. If you was the regular Eagles, maybe you don't play as hard.
Oh, Esposa with the $5 holla.
I like hollers. Holla.
Yes. Super Chat says, mix that with elite coaching. Shadi gonna honor the name.
It was Dad.
Cool.
Talking about the Pops.
Yes, keep the comments coming in the chat. Let's shout out where you're watching from. Put them in the chat. Let's hear where you are watching from. We still got a few things to cover here. Not so much on the Detroit game, but just some general stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to get to, we just talked about the playoff
I like
picture.
your ski mask, just to let you know.
You do?
I like your ski mask.
I like it because it reminds me of the Pickens,
Yep.
and I'm like, I got the lamb and the Pickens, so
I
it kind
like
of
the
goes
ski
together.
mask. Ski mask, G.
But yeah, the 3-game win streak is nice. You're hoping to go to 4-game tomorrow night. That's a big one. Playoff atmosphere on the road.
Come on, Cowboys. Don't let us down. That's where the PTSD comes in.
Yeah.
Like it does, because I'm in my head like, don't let us down. We're like really hyped right now. Like Cowboys fans are really hyped. I'm hyped. I can't front like I'm not hyped like, ooh. But inside I'm like, damn, I like this team because it's got real players. That's why I would get hyped when Dallas got real players. I ain't getting hyped over I don't want to keep bringing his name up, but I wasn't getting hyped over Mozzie Smith or regular guys in the middle. I'm not getting hyped over that. You're not going to hype me over that. You're not going to sell that to me. You're not going to sell that to me like, ooh, you got these guys in their first round. Nope. I'm not watching the game. F y'all. That's what I'm doing, G. Get some real effing players in here. What?
Phone's buzzing.
My bad.
Sorry.
Right here.
I started hearing that little buzz. Anyway, yes.
But
the
get some
PTSD.
real players in here, and then I'm going to maybe start believing. But when you keep rolling out these other dudes, hell no, I ain't believing shit. I ain't believing you motherfuckers, dog. I ain't doing it. You're not going to feed them lies to me. I'm not believing them no more. I'm not the immature Cowboys fan. I'm a mature Cowboys fan. I'm a smart Cowboys fan. I'm a knowledgeable Cowboys fan. I know what's going on. You're not fooling me no more. So when I see you doing that trickery out there, you can fool them other people, and they can keep believing you. I'm going to say, F you. No, I ain't believing. I ain't standing for that shit, and you're fake. Okay, now there's guys in here. So I'll be a little quieter, and now I'm going to watch and maybe be excited. Not because I like you, Jerry. Yeah. I don't hate you, Jerry. But not because I like you. It's because you're doing the right thing now. Now I love my team because I loved my team before Jerry Jones was there. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to always love my team. So when you're doing the right thing, getting dogs, yeah, I'm naturally going to be excited because I love my Cowboys. I don't love you. You're doing the right thing. You still goofy, but yeah, you're doing the right thing. So yeah, I'm going to like it. Duh.
Yeah, it'd be cool to get a Super Bowl. I'm sure he wants one before he goes. He probably realizes
he's done too much, but
he
maybe
don't have a lot of time left.
Maybe.
Yeah, so
I feel
what?
like you've been too bad off the field, though.
We can't get nobody to tell us where they're at. I mean, I'm trying to give shout outs here. Nobody would.
Go ahead. I think you got to press it hard because we was talking. Go ahead and press it hard. Where are you at? Everybody
let's give a shout out. I want to give some shout outs.
Everybody in the feed, shout out where you at right now. We're just going to be quiet and we'll listen to y'all right here. And G going to shout y'all out.
Yeah, but
because I can't use my phone.
We'll let that populate a little bit.
Okay.
And yeah, his phone's creating some kind of weird thing tonight.
It's
so
UFO.
Little technical difficulty there.
I think it might be the tape. I cracked my screen. I'm being ghetto.
Who on this team has exceeded your expectations this year?
Javonte Williams.
That was my
Ah!
You knew it too. When I said running back, he's like, I got it first. Well, damn, I don't. That's all you then, because that was my take too. But maybe your reason's different, so we can hear it.
Okay, so I want to hear yours. I'm gonna say mine.
Mine is because when we first signed him, it was kind of like, okay, he's a guy, but like we weren't super excited. Like we didn't know he's going to be the starter. All the way up through like training camp, it was kind of like we don't know who the starter is yet. So it was like who's going to take the lead. It was kind of the talk was like we're going to have a by committee type backfield. But he really has just taken the lead, and he's probably going to hit the 1,000-yard mark tomorrow, and that's going to be big for him. First time in his career. So, yeah, he by far for me has been the guy because we did not know who the running back was going to be. Even though he was there, I don't think anyone thought, okay, this is our guy. No one thought he was going to do what he's done, I think.
I will totally agree with you on every damn point. I was trying to counteract you.
He's like, wait, we have the same reason.
I was listening to everything you said. I'm like, damn.
We both saw it the same way.
Exactly. So just to bounce off everything, because I agree with everything you're saying. We don't got to be divisive and disagree.
Nah.
You feel? But you know how some people like, well, you always agree. You know how some people.
Yeah, just trying to take the other
point.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Sometimes I'll throw out the devil's advocate, but
not this time.
Yeah.
We ain't doing devil's advocate.
I just like to see the other side of it. But.
I feel you on every one of your points because number one, like you said, he was hidden. It was like they wouldn't play him. You ain't hear nothing about Javonte. They was playing. Blue was getting reps. Miles. Sanders. Huh? Maffa. They was talking about everybody. You feel me? And Javonte Williams would make some plays in here and there. But and you know what? I'm not fronting. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. I wish I got videos. I do. I'm gonna go find them, and G can cut them because he's the DJ. But I got where I said I was watching Schottenheimer in his preseason before they did anything. It was before camp or anything. And he was just talking about the players. I be trying to tell you about Libra Gang, so I study what he's saying because he say things that y'all ain't paying attention to, but I know what he's saying. Mm-hmm. So he was just saying, he was naming the running backs. I like Maffa. You know what I'm saying? Blue going to do something. And he was Javonte Williams, though. Javonte Williams, he said him like 4 times in the press conference. And he kept saying them in just not football terms. He was talking about Javonte Williams in other terms. So I mentioned that. I think we did a final word. And I said that to Boss. Like, he mentioned him a lot. And I know Libra Gang, when they start saying other things about not football related, that's his favorite. But, I was like everybody, not everybody else, but I was like, oh, why they hiding him? I want to see what he's going to do. There was a reason. But at the end of the day, that man, I made a video when we talked about preseason, and I made a video on Miles Sanders. I made a video on Jadeveon Blue. I didn't make a video on Phil Maffa. I didn't know too much about him, and I made a video on Javonte Williams. And the video I made on him is his rookie year when he played the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think he had almost 100 yards in that game, and he had like 50, 60 yards receiving in that game. But if you saw how he was running in that game, it looked just like he's running right now. Decisive, strong, like a Mack truck. He don't avoid contact. He's coming at you. He ain't scared of it. And he's just a physical running back. I said, if we can get that Javonte Williams, I'm going to be happy. Go on my page and look at the video. I said all that. But like you said, G, we didn't know. We was all screaming, get Nick Chubb. Get this, get that. That boy came in and said, bruh, I didn't think he was going to come in and run like this. When I saw him run, I'm like, damn, he nice. Like, he nice. Like, he repping that 33. I know that.
I knew, Tony Dorsett.
He repping that 33, dog.
He is, yeah. I knew he was good, though, because I just, not even like his overall stats, but just when you watch the games, seeing him in the games, he
physical.
Yeah, he was always a really good runner.
Physical running back.
And he had the injuries, but like now, and then you add Tyler Booker in there, and like those runs up the middle, he busted that middle a lot.
Nobody even talking about Cooper Beebe.
Yeah, that too.
You ain't said one word about him because he's nice.
The backup played so well
because he's so damn good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But we talked about it with Tyler Booker. Bruh, A+ grade. A+. You know why? I've been beating up Mozzie all show, ain't I? I'm sorry, Mozzie.
We talked about it off air a bit, but you said a little bit.
I've been beating him up because you know what Tyler Booker said? I love football. I came out the womb football, all football. My mom knew it. I told her I was playing. I'm going to the NFL. That's what we doing. He was on it. You see, he got the ability. I'm mashing folks. I don't give a. And that's why he's great. He cares. He loves the game. He got the ability, and he played for a dog team, and he played in a dog conference. You get what I'm saying? That all kind of wraps up in one.
Yeah.
Like I said, and he studies. Like, he's not a guy that goes home. He's a guy, like, if I made 2 mistakes in the game, he's got to go home, and it pisses him off, and he's bothered by it. He's probably going to watch tape all night, see where he's going to correct it, because I'm not going to do that again. That's the players I want.
Mm-hmm.
I want them players. I don't want people, when somebody says something, you got bad body language and you get frustrated because somebody, why you ain't doing this or why you ain't doing that. No, I want somebody to say, I'm a leader. I want this. Give me the challenge. I'm taking this. You drafted me here for a reason, and I'm going to prove you right on why you drafted me. Not, well, I don't know. I mean, I should be doing this and I'm not. No, I don't want to hear that, dog. I want them guys on the team. Because them is the winners. Them is the ones that take you to the next level and get you to the championships and get you to the Super Bowls. The other guys that say the other things keep you in mediocrity. I don't want them guys on the team. It's not my team, but if I own the team or if I was the coach of the team, I don't want them guys on my team.
Next, we're going to talk about who the top 2 wide receivers in the league are. But I wanted
George
to get,
Pickens and CeeDee Lamb.
I wanted to get into the comments, so we will hit on that a little bit more. But first, I wanted to talk to the comments a little bit because we did get some shout-outs in there. So let's go ahead in here. We got Thurston Howell in North Dallas.
Thirsty.
We got K. Brooks in Maryland. Paul Rock in Phoenix. Yep. Rico Jones in Virginia.
Rico love VA. My mom's there.
Zero Cool in Midland.
Texas.
I'm guessing that's what it is. Yeah. 988 Juice in Georgia. Look at Meldo, Jersey Shore.
Paulie.
David Billiers in Burlington, New Jersey. Truth be told, in
Brick
East
City.
Texas.
East Texas. I don't know about East Texas, but okay. Shout out to you.
Let's see. And then the suburb of Dallas comes Sunny Days from Sashi.
Sunny Days. What's up with you? Appreciate you.
Hector in Tennessee.
What's
DMV? Dallas Metro?
DMV is my dog. DMV fanatic?
No, what people keep saying, like, are you
that's
DMV?
Washington.
DMV?
DC. DMV. DC.
People are saying DMV. I don't know that meant DC.
DMV, that's my dog, though. DMV.
Terry Stewart in Oklahoma City.
We got them everywhere.
Doomsday Cowboys also in Oklahoma.
Okay. OKC, they balling.
And then we got Leonard Lacatero, Libra Gang here too.
Libra Gang.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We got Annette in there. She finally jumped in.
Where you been, boo thing?
And then we got T Smooth in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
Iceberg in Jersey.
Brick City.
Leonard says San Jose, California. Talking Cowboys,
Going
Southwest
back
Kansas.
to Cali.
They're just all over the place.
Kansas.
Oh, he said D.C., Maryland, and VA. That's what that DMV means. Okay.
Oh, okay. I like that. I'm glad you told me because now I feel so good. I know that now.
Yeah, it's good to know because I saw someone comment, are you from there or something? I'm I don't know what DMV means, but that's cool to know.
Boo thing, where you been? Oh, she just texted me.
There we go. Well, we're in there now.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a good show today.
It was a great show.
Yes, this was a really good one.
You know why? Because ski mask.
We'll keep it going. Oh, he said it's the ski mask is the reason why.
It is the ski mask.
He said it's the ski mask. All right, let me see what else we did. Yeah, let me hit that. Oh, yeah, the wide receiver conversation. So hopefully you guys stuck around for that. So, like, the top 2 wide receivers in the league, I know a lot of people, Cowboys fans, obviously going to think it's the Cowboys.
We ain't got a rush to get off.
I'm good. Okay. I just want, I didn't know what your time frame was. Or
I
anything.
ain't got no time frame.
It's still early,
I don't got to go work till 11.
My wife just texted me. It's the District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. So just looking at some of the other top duos in the league so we can kind of rank them a little bit here.
You rank them because I ain't got my phone.
Well, I don't need to rank them, but I just want you to maybe tell me who's the best out of this combinations. We got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
They nice.
We got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith.
Boo! They're good, though.
Tyreek Hill wasn't good this year, and he had that injury, but Tyreek Hill and Waddle. It's probably done, though.
They fell off.
Yeah, I think the Hill's probably gone. CD Lamb and Pickens. And then now the surprise one kind of, maybe not a surprise because Adams was always a beast, but Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams.
They nice.
Who is the one, though, that, you think it's Pickens and Lamb?
Ain't no thinking it is. And this ain't being biased, dog. If you're on the outside looking in, if you're saying it's any other combination right now in the NFL, who's the best receiving combo, it's George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. If you don't say that, you're a hater, dog. You just hate Dallas. Like, if I didn't like the Cowboys, I would say that's the team. I mean, that's the guys. It's the numbers are showing it. Lamb missed like 4 games.
Yeah, and he's still going to probably get a good amount over 1,000 yards.
You
on
feel
the
me?
Because I feel like he's just going to continue.
And
He seems real hungry after that bad game he had. He seems like he was already saying it in that Chiefs game. Detroit, we're coming for you. We got you next, Detroit. So I think he's ready to turn up in this game tomorrow.
you know why? Uber dog.
Yeah, so he's extra motivated having that,
Uber dog.
And that's a good, healthy competition. Like, I should want to be the number one on my team, so that should bring out the best.
They bring
of
out
both.
the best of each other. Like, look, ain't you had somebody, that I had a friend of mine that when I used to play ball, it was always competitive with me and him. We wanted to kind of outshine each other, but never in a hateful way. It was like, you do something, I want to do something better. You know what I'm saying? I want to bounce off of you. You feel me? If you just got them catches for a touchdown, let me throw one. Let me show you I can get one too. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? No, it's not a hatred thing. It's a we bringing out the best out of each other thing. And I just feel like CD. We talked about this with me and Boss. We did a show. You I think you seen it, G.
Yep.
And we talked about it. Those two, I think when he came with Cooper, it was different. I don't feel like Cooper brought the best out of Lamb. Not saying they weren't they weren't a great combo. They were a very good combo.
They're probably more similar to each other than what.
I just feel like CD wasn't going to vibe with Amari. He was going to respect Amari. I respect what you do. Amari, cool, I chill with you, cool. But then George Pickens come over here. What's up? Nope. Amari wasn't saying that. Amari was like, what's up, man? George come over like, what's up, man? I don't give a fuck what they talk about. He like, that's my dog. You know what I mean? That's what I feel it is. Man, look, bro, let's just keep it real. Did you see when they was at the charity baseball game, and did you see how many times CeeDee Lamb was smiling? He had the Joker smile this big. Why? I got my friend. I got a friend here. I don't just have somebody I'm playing with. We friends.
Yeah, they've been supporting each other from the beginning.
We're friends.
From the beginning, support.
We're friends, and that's different. When you're not just teammates, you're real friends. So I feel like they're real friends, and I like that. And if I feel like that's what it really is, that's why it's nasty. When you got two friends and they nasty, you can't beat them. Because usually you always have two. If you have two really good receivers, I don't know if a lot of times they're friends. Right? They just, we teammates. I respect him, respect me. We do our thing. But when you're friends, y'all have astronomical numbers. You can't be beat. You can't be stopped. It's different. Two of y'all equals 50. It just does. And that's what I think it is. And I think that's why the explosion is. And that's why I know I was so excited for George Pickens to come over, because we needed that type of player to get over here. We needed that type of mentality. Dallas ain't had that mentality. We talk about it. We hear about it. They say it, but we don't see it on the damn field. We see these teams kick Dallas's ass. And we needed alpha dogs. I ain't saying you ain't got alphas on the team. I'm not disrespecting. Don't take it that way. Don't go that route. What I'm saying is we had them alphas come over here like, all I needed was some good players with me.
I think a big part of that, too, is both of those guys, especially if we're talking about Williams and Pickens, some of the best in the league at their positions. So that's a big part of why.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like, they might be the best in the league at their position.
You feel me? And they coming with talent.
Yeah. I mean, can you put Pickens in that conversation with Jamar Chase,
Yes.
Justin Jefferson?
Why not?
CeeDee Lamb's in there, too.
He was doing them numbers. He wasn't doing them numbers, but he was doing pretty good numbers with
1,000 yards, yeah.
Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph. Are we serious? Russell Wilson, moonballing. You feel me? He was getting numbers with them guys. You didn't think if he got with a good quarterback, he wasn't going to go crazy? The talent was already there. Give me a guy that can give me the ball, and you're going to see how nasty I am. That's what it is. You feel me? And they both big receivers. You feel me? You see Pickens, he like 6'3". Do you see him in his routes? How he just be, You don't see 6'3" guys do that. He does it with ease.
Yeah, man.
He does shit with ease. And you know what's so funny? How everybody's talking about the slant route with him. Did you hear him in his press conference? Yeah, they can play the slant. I still do got the go, the mid, the long, the comeback. I can do anything. They can guard the slant if they want to. I'll kill you somewhere else. You can't guard me. That's who I wanted with Dallas. Somebody who talks like that. We ain't had nobody talk like that. And then bring it to. It's different when you got them guys. You know what I'm saying? And Quinnen Williams is that same type of guy on that defense. All I needed to get me with some players. You're going to see I'm really going to kill people. You feel me? Let me look at some stats from Quinnen Williams. Let me just tell you about some stats.
Oh, yeah. So
I got some stats pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Some Quinnen Williams since he came over here with Dallas. Okay. Quinnen Williams on the season, right? Since he's been with the Cowboys, 9 tackles, 1.5 sacks, right? But he has a total of 40 pressures, right? That's 5th.
That's a lot in 3 games.
That's no, 40 pressures overall.
Oh, in the season.
No, but listen to this though. 40 pressures overall, 5th overall in the NFL for defensive tackles, right? 40 pressures, 21 of them came with the Cowboys, 19 came with the Jets. He played with the Jets for 8 weeks. He had 19. He played with the Cowboys 3 games. He got 21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3rd in hurries, first and forced fumbles for defensive tackles, and 1st in defensive stops. Quinnen Williams, like you said, you got dogs. So when you put a real guy in the middle, a real dude in the middle, you don't need the Parsons. Parsons is an animal dog, and we're going to talk about that. It's a great segue. Mm-hmm. But when you got I had that conversation with Boss. I asked y'all in the chat. It's great. This is a great conversation now because me and Boss had the conversation. I said, who would you want to start with? A great defensive tackle or a great defensive end? And I said, would you want to take a Myles Garrett, monster, animal, nasty, or would you want to take an Aaron Donald? He took Myles Garrett first. I said Aaron Donald. He came over to the Aaron Donald side. Only reason why I said that, because if he's doing what in the middle and he's getting 13, 14, Aaron Donald was getting 20 sacks, 14, 15 sacks regularly. If you got that in the middle and he's stopping the run, everything starts in the middle. Everything starts in the middle. That quarterback don't want that pressure in the middle. And if you're wrecking in the middle, oh, my God, it all opens up for everybody else. If you're the edge, that's nasty, but we can design plays where we can move away from you. You can move along down the line, but we're going to identify where you're at. You get what I'm saying? If we got a guy in the middle and he's taking on double teams and still blowing shit up or putting so much pressure that the quarterback can't do anything and it's leaving the one-on-ones who guys are good, now they're getting the single coverage. That's why the Okadizu is getting the big sack on Jalen Hurts on the 3rd down when they need it the most, and Dallas gets the ball back and wins the game. He's seen the one-on-ones now. You don't got him. He was getting the double teams. And he was getting his ass kicked. Now he can see free one-on-ones. That's why you get great players. So everybody else can be good. You don't bring in average players. You bring in them average players, you're going to get average results. You bring in great players, you're getting these results now. Prove us right again, Cowboys, because we got the PTSD. Going to Detroit and whoop their ass and let us keep believing this team is different. Don't fall back into the BS. I'm believing in you, Schottenheimer. I believe it from you day one. Continue to show that. Show your coaching skills. You've been coaching your ass off them last 2 games. Come in Detroit and coach your ass off against Dan Campbell because he's a flagrant mud sucker for real. He's a real arrogant. I like Dan Campbell because I remember when he played with the Cowboys, he plays with the way he played is the way he coaches. So I respect it. But Schottenheimer got to come in and let him know that I'm the new guy on board, and the way you came in new and was smacking everybody, I need to come in Detroit and smack you like that and let y'all everybody know. That's why we need a 40 burger on them, and Schottenheimer letting them really know that's why I'm here. Everybody was doubting me. Everybody, I remember y'all was talking in them streets and them having them forums and said, they hired Schottenheimer. Yeah, Dallas ain't never, that's why Dallas don't do nothing. So, Schottenheimer, remember all that. Remember, listen to all them naysayers that was talking all that stuff. Now they jumping on you. And you need to play some Mike Jones in your house. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all up on me. That's what you need to be playing in your house, Schottenheimer, and you need to go up in that Detroit Lions and whoop that ass and let them know.
Yeah, I hope they put up 40 like you said. Like I said, 4-4, 4-for-4. 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, 40 points, and a big win on the road, and suddenly maybe the Eagles lose and you're 1 game back or something. Noon Winston said the duos, we were talking about Pickens and Lamb earlier a little bit ago. The duo is like Moss and Carter, and I'm thinking, yeah, maybe, but Carter was kind of a lot older, right, when Moss came in.
Yeah, Carter was older.
These guys are like still kind of young.
Yeah,
and
they're only like a couple
together.
years apart. That's why you got to keep them together because Pickens, I think, is only 24, and Lamb is 26 going on 27. So either way, 27, you're in your prime. 25, you're coming into your prime.
That's the crazy part.
You cannot lose them. This is one of them times. Now, G, you know what's going to be funny? We'll replay all this. That's why you need to listen to this show and say what you're saying is, G. Say you're saying.
Oh, tomorrow's news today?
We said tomorrow's news today because I told you when you traded for George Pickens, you should have offered him a deal then. Everybody was like, oh, his agent and him. But I heard George Pickens when it was like 5 games, like, yeah, I'm willing to sign. Yeah, they would. What if the Cowboys would have traded for him and said, we'll give you $30 million? Or at least 28. What if they would have did that? The only thing that they wouldn't have did that because maybe they thought he maybe wouldn't have came in motivated because we already gave him his money. But I would have came in like, I'm believing in you and I know what you're going to do and you ain't going to cost me no money later and I ain't going to deal with this shit later. So I'm going to go ahead and throw you some money now because I believe in you and I know what you're going to do because that's why we traded for you. Because I already know what you're going to do. That's why I traded for you. So let me go ahead and throw you some money, and let's go ahead and do that because I don't want to deal with the drama. And you see at these numbers, and you see his agent, and I already said you should have offered him some damn money in the beginning. And now, guess what? You're going to franchise tag him for $28 million, and that motherfucker ain't going to like that shit. He not going to like it. His agent ain't going to like it. And he going to cost some money. CeeDee Lamb making like 34. He going to have to make at least 35 to keep him. George Pickens gonna have to make at least 35. He's not gonna make $1 less below CD. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough situation coming up.
And if I'm Lamb, I ain't tripping. I got my money.
Yeah, I don't think he would be worried.
That's why I said if I'm Lamb, if I would
especially if they win.
Let me tell you something. We keep winning, and they talk about other people. I'll restructure. I bet you I would. I'm trying to win a championship. I'll restructure. I'll let go some little bit of money to keep my dog here. So what? Money ain't a thing. If it's about the money, then y'all ain't winning shit. Money ain't a thing. Y'all getting paid. I'll throw a little money. I'll restructure for my dog to stay here. Shit. We can't let Pickens go.
Yeah, that's going to be a situation to
happen.
watch. That's going to be the next off-season talk.
Bruh.
You already know.
Said it.
But maybe those surprises come out all of a sudden. Boom, Pickens sign long-term deal. We'll see.
Show us something different.
I mean, I think it could be done, especially if we do some restructuring of other contracts and stuff.
Show us something different.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. But, yeah, probably some drama ahead. But let's just hope they keep winning this year and we don't even have to worry about it until after some good big wins or something. Big Tarzan's in there. Shout out to BGJ and Producer G, he says.
Big Tarzan.
He said he finally caught this live. Big Tarzan 4-4.
There it is.
Yeah, appreciate you, Big Tarzan. Rico Jones said facts.
Ricola.
Someone here, let me see what that one. Sunny Day said the PTSD is strong with this long-suffering fan base. Yeah, it is because it's hard to get excited.
That's something else they're going to start talking about in these streets, PTSD, Cowboys PTSD.
Yeah.
Remember, we said it first over here. Remember, y'all heard it here. They're going to start saying it in these streets.
Cowboys
They're going to start saying it in these streets, y'all. Watch, you're going to start hearing these streets. Cowboys got PTSD. Watch. Just watch.
Timestamp it right now.
Timestamp it here. We say a lot of stuff here, and we ain't bragging on it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we ain't bragging on it when we saying we just ahead of the game. We just on it and we ahead of the game. A lot of people in these streets start saying it afterwards. It's cool, whatever. We don't be tripping on it, but you feel me? We be just saying a lot of things out here. You gonna hear it. You gonna hear that Cowboy PTSD. You gonna hear it.
Yeah, because the question is it a real thing?
It is.
Because we're used to being let down all the time. But again, for me, I would caution, advise, warn you, do not get your hypes up, or don't get too hyped up till we hit to the playoffs and win some playoff games. For me, it's
just the excitement.
So what would it take for you to consider this season a success? Because it would kind of suck because really you could still win out and not make the playoffs.
That would still be
possible, I think.
If they won every game the rest of that would be impressive. I would be cool. I wouldn't like it. No, it wouldn't bother me because I didn't really have an expectation for this team this year. You feel me? Saying I came in this year and I predicted 9 to 10 wins for this team. That's what I said. I said this team, talent-wise, can get 9 to 10 wins. That's what I said. So if you go on a run, that's going to be impressive to me. If you beat every team from your bye on, every team, I would be mad if you can get to the playoffs. You know why? Because you don't know what's going to happen next year. We already talked about the drama with George Pickens coming. You so many factors. Javonte Williams is probably – you don't know if he's going to be there because if he's close to 100 now, you still got at least, 4 games left? 5 games?
There's 5 left, yeah.
So he's going to at least get 1,200. Yeah. He's going to want a pay raise. I don't know if Dallas is paying that because George Pickens going to want his money. You get what I'm saying? People going to want their money. So that's why I said at the beginning of the year, you can't have these bad NFC losses to the Cardinals, to the Panthers, and to the Bears because they was 0-2 when Dallas played them. You get what I'm saying, G? Because these are the bad losses that always come back to haunt you when you start playing good. Everybody start getting excited. But we can't because remember we lost that team in the NFC. I said the worst are the NFC losses. Yeah, you don't want to lose the AFC games, but it's an AFC team. You don't want to lose them NFC games. And you tied the Packers. They got a better record than you, so you got to play crazy. You get what I'm saying? And that's the thing that always burns me, G. It's always in the beginning of the year. They lose to these bum-ass, not screaming bums, but these teams that are just not good, and they should have beat them, and they lose to them in the NFC, and then later on it comes back to haunt them. And it is right now. Those losses are coming back to haunt them because you really can run the table. We already talked about it because you got an offense and a defense that can do both things. Players are becoming healthy. I said it's always to be better hurt early. People are like, oh, damn, Booker out. No, I want him out early. I want Booker back now. Cooper Beebe, remember how they got hurt? Early. Now they're healthy and strong and ready. All these guys at Revel, Overshon, all these guys are coming back healthy, and you make the trades at the right time. I'm going to be disappointed because you don't know what's going to happen in 2026. Injuries can happen. Anything can happen. It can derail the whole season. When you can have it now. That's 1 year older. Dak is 33 now. You don't know what's going to happen. It doesn't matter what the future says. So you got to win this. So we got to pray to the football guys, G.
Is it Super Bowl only for you to feel good? Or for me, I feel like if you can just reach the NFC Championship game, I'll feel pretty good about that because they haven't done that in a long time either. Then because you're still going to have Dak and CD and it
depends on how they play in that championship game. To me, if they play like that, oh, we just happy to be here. No, I ain't gonna like that shit at all. Go in there and try to win the Super Bowl, get to a Super Bowl, because I don't believe you can do it. And you can say, don't come back here. I'll come back if I want.
Okay, well, let me bounce back with this then. So, do you think that if the Cowboys do manage to get into the playoffs, is there a team better? Is there a team they can't beat that would have a problem with them? Do you think they would be like the scariest team going into the playoffs if they were to get in there?
Hell yeah, especially if you had a winning streak, because especially if you didn't lose, because really you can't really lose any games. So if you went in there winning all of them, ain't nobody trying to play Dallas because you got legit players. It'd be different. Case in point, the Denver Broncos. I'm listening to a lot of people in the streets saying this is the worst 10-2 team out there. They frauds. They ain't really beat nobody. Once they get to the playoffs, they gonna get their ass kicked. So a lot of people saying the Broncos is fraudulent. You get what I'm saying? So you're coming in now beating legit teams. It's not like you came in beating the Broncos ain't really beat a lot of teams. Or like, let's say the Bears, to me. Bears are 9-2, but they ain't really beat nobody. So when they get in the playoffs, I feel like they can get got. Whereas if Dallas is playing these tough teams, that's what they need. So when they're coming right into the wave, it's not like you haven't seen this. You've beat these really good teams. So when you walk into the playoffs, you're walking really confident because you know what you can do.
Yeah, it's like they're battle tested because now they've played and they've had the comeback game. Now they went toe to toe with the Chiefs and were able to hold on and finish it off at the end. And
if you go in there and beat the Lions,
you've won in multiple types of ways. You've had a couple blowout wins this year too. If you can blow out a good team like Detroit, that's really going to show.
This is must win. This is do or die for both teams. They cannot lose this game. They're fighting for their playoff lives too. Their playoff things are crippled if they lose this game. You feel me?
This is the season,
right? Because the Packers and the Bears are both good.
Yeah, this is it for both. Either one, whoever loses this game is
not going to the playoffs.
Yep,
pretty much. So this is it.
Yeah.
So this is basically a playoff. This is a playoff game.
It is.
So what y'all doing, Cowboys?
On the road.
That's all I'm asking. What y'all doing? Y'all play. We ain't.
Well, it's just another one of those that we talked about with the defining moments, and this is it. I mean, can you prove that you're that good? And, I guess, we'll see what happens. I mean, how good do you think Logan Wilson's been so far this year? What kind of impact has he made? Do you think he's made a big difference? Is he better than Kenneth Murray? I don't know if that matters or not, but
I don't know if he okay. He ain't really made no impact on me. He's okay. Got some good leadership, veteran. You know what I'm saying?
You really made no splash plays or nothing.
I ain't thinking about no Logan Wilson.
Well, okay then? So how much have you liked Overshon since he's returned? Do you think his comeback's been good? Do you think he looks fully there? Is he the same guy? Does he look like he's not the same guy?
I don't know if he's the same guy. I think because you missed all that time. You missed a lot of time in 2 years. So I don't think he's that guy. But I feel like the way he's playing, you see it slowly coming back. If you look at it, it's coming back each game. And I told you, I'm cautious. I can't get hyped about Overshon. I just can't.
Yeah, it's like you feel like on any given play that could be it again.
Yeah. But I want to feel so good about him because his ability is so damn good. Like I want to just say, yeah, but I can't. I cannot get hyped about Overshon ever again. My thing is I'm cautious. Like, hey, well, that's how I feel about him.
Well, what if he finishes this season healthy? You're not gonna feel good going into next year.
He did. For me to feel good about Overshon, he gotta have like 2 straight healthy years. Nothing happened. 2 straight healthy. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing happened.
Yeah. Yeah. That sucks.
Because you know why? I think Boss had mentioned like Frank Gore. Remember Frank Gore? He blew out both his knees.
Yep.
And it was like, damn, is his career over? And then he came back and didn't have no injuries and had a great career after that. Mm-hmm. Like him. That's what it had to be with me.
Yeah, well, thankfully he's pretty young, so
yeah, that's the good thing.
Still has a shot for that to happen.
And because he's got injured, he won't get a big contract. That'll help Dallas.
I know we expected big things from Quinnen Williams, but like, has he exceeded what you expected? Because I remember you did say something on the show like you weren't sure if it was really going to make a difference. You said you'd come back on here and say that you might have been wrong. I can pull up the clip for you. So anyway, just to get to that, to say, has he exceeded your expectations so far since he got here?
I don't think he's exceeded the expectations. He's given the expectation I knew it could happen when you got a good player, a great player. That's what I feel. I feel like everything that he was doing over there, he's definitely going to do here because he's got really good players around him. Now you're really going to see him shine. So I don't think he's exceeded my expectations. I'm just like, he finally got somebody.
Yeah.
Now you can see how this defense can really play. Now you can actually, when Dallas had Michael Parsons, I was feeling good because, I felt in my heart when Dallas's defense came to somebody, you had one player. Dallas had a player because it wasn't like Dallas had a player before. You're like, Dallas got some players, but when you had Parsons, you was like, we got Parsons.
Yeah.
You feel me? We got Michael Parsons, though. So we got somebody can wreck it. You feel me? We got somebody can come in there and turn up and get us turned up, too. I like that. I'm a defensive guy. Mm-hmm. So I was excited about that. We finally got a guy that can come after you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I told you, I like building from the inside out. You got a guy. So that makes me feel good. Like I told you, the Giants had a Dexter Lawrence. Philly had, Jalen Carter and Davis. And then for a little while, Washington had Allen and Payne. You feel me? Dallas ain't have that. But now you got Quinnen Williams. You can take him on the road anywhere, and he can wreck a game at any time. He can change the game. And he loves football too. And he cares. You got two Bama boys, Booker and him. Mm-hmm. They both love the game. They respectful, good human beings too. And they both I heard a lot of players talk about them, especially like Quinnen Williams. They said, man, Quinnen he funny, he goofy. You feel me? And he's happy-go-lucky. But when he get on that field, he's about that life. That you can say the same thing about Booker. He happy-go-lucky, have fun with you. But when he get on that field, he about that action. And you see the difference. You got guys in them trenches. Shotty said, we going in them trenches. That's where we building this team. We're going to be physical. And when's the last time we said Dallas Cowboys is physical? What we been crying about? What I've been crying about? Man, Dallas soft. Every time we play a hard team or a tough team, somebody in the trenches, they kick our ass. The Cardinals was just making fun weeks ago. It's too easy. Play us again. I want to play the Cardinals again.
Yeah, it's different now.
Let's play the Cardinals. Let's play it again. I bet you Dallas whip your ass this time. I bet you Quinnen Williams. Oh, yeah, I remember when you was talking that it was too easy. Quinnen Williams was like that. I remember when you was talking that trash. Dallas had a lot of players out that game, too.
So talking about Micah, since you brought him up, how has the culture been without him? Do you think it's a better culture? Because we know he's a great player, but
yes.
How is the culture better with him not on the team?
Yes, and please understand I'm not dissing Micah. I love Micah. I love Michael Parsons for real. He a cool kid, man. No, I'm cool. He a cool kid. He funny, happy-go-lucky. He got the ability, first player in NFL history to get 12 and a half sacks in his first 5 seasons. What? People talk all that trash about, he ain't doing it in big games. Yes, he does. He's been doing it this year. He's been saving them in games. Yes, he has. He has won games this year. Stop hating on him. You feel me? He was a dog with us. Stop hating on him, dog. He's nasty. But guess what? The culture is better without him here. You know why? Because Micah just talked a lot here, in my opinion. I didn't like that. That's cool. I just wasn't my preference. Him always on Twitter, him having the show. I didn't like that. That was just me. I felt like concentrate on football, dog. Worry about football. That stuff always going to be there. You can do it in the offseason. You ain't got to do it. You can do it in the offseason. You're Michael Parsons. You can do it whenever you want. Concentrate on this season and do that because you over in Green Bay, you ain't doing it. You put it down when you went over to Green Bay. You feel me? So that's what frustrated me about him. He just talked too much. I loved his ability, but I feel like the Cowboys allowed him to do it. The culture allowed him to do it. I don't never feel like Micah Parsons was a real leader in Dallas, ever. When you're doing them podcasts, ain't no leader to me. Okay? That's just not a leader. I'm not knocking you for it. I promise you, I'm not knocking you for it, G. But that's not no leader to me. Being on podcasts after the game is over, you talking with other teams, you just lost to these motherfuckers and you got them on the podcast.
It's like a big fraternity thing now. They all swap jerseys.
I don't
and shit
care.
after
I ain't swapping jerseys. I'm old school. I'm in my 50s. I ain't swapping none of your fucking jersey. F you. I'll get your jersey at the end of the season. F you, dog. You just beat me. I don't want your motherfucking jersey. Excuse my language. I don't want your jersey. I don't like you right now. Don't talk to me. I'll give you the dap up, but you know what I'm saying? Don't talk no trash. I don't want that. I'll do that at the end of the season, dog. That's not a leader to me. And it's not, I don't feel like it's dissing you. I just feel like when I looked at leadership, I never looked at Micah Parsons. I just never did. I looked at your ability, but never the leadership. That's never what I looked at him. And I don't know if he's being a leader like that in Green Bay. I don't know. I don't follow Green Bay, but I never looked at it right there. So if you're talking about the culture, yes, I think it's better he's not here because it was a distraction. The ability was all world. Loved it. But the other stuff was a distraction. And it distracted the team because other players were talking about it. So other players were talking about it was a distraction. And then you're saying, oh, people could be jealous of me. You did say it. So don't you think that caused friction within the team? Doesn't that make you pick sides? And that fractures locker rooms, even though you don't talk about it. And then it comes out, you saw him and D Law was beefing. So there was some beef and problems there. So, no, he wasn't that leader. And, yes, it's better because now you brought in a Kenny Clark who is a leader. You don't hear Kenny Clark doing podcasts and shit. But Kenny Clark bring his lunch pail. Come to work. I ain't doing all that extra shit. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with that, but we try and win Super Bowls. We try and be on podcasts.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I ain't saying Quinnen Williams on podcast. I don't see them dogs doing that. I don't see y'all. Dak ain't on him. I know CD, but he kind of, I love CD, but I don't look at him as a leader either. I look at CD Lamb as his ability, but I don't look at CD Lamb as a leader. No, I don't. And y'all can get mad at me because I say that. I don't care. I'm not looking at them as leaders. CD Lamb and Micah Parsons was never leaders to me. Remember when they got beat by Green Bay and they had that podcast and both of them was talking about how they step up? That was great they were doing that. I admire that. That's what's up. But I still ain't look at you like that because talk is cheap. And I will look at your body language when times get bad. And I don't see the leadership. When the times get rough, I didn't see the leadership. I see Dak when times are rough. Every time he's on that sideline, let's go. We got this. You feel me? I bet you Quinnen Williams, when Dallas was getting their ass kicked in that Philly game, they say he was one talking at halftime. That's leadership. Just because you got the ability, you got to show it. So I love them guys to the death, but the locker room is better. To answer your question, I talk forever. I'm sorry. But to answer your question, yes, it is better because you got guys that don't just talk it, they walk it. And I like that better. Your ability shows it. And you can talk trash, but that extracurricular stuff, leave that for the offseason.
Yeah, and you talked about it before with Quinnen Williams coming in, making people different, not just with his play on the field, but like being that leader. Sam Williams talked about it. There was a clip of him where he was talking about that halftime speech and how much it pumped him up. And he was making plays the last couple of games, big plays in these big games. And I think you can attribute that to what you said, the leadership of Quinnen Williams. So, pumping those guys up. Like I said, Sam Williams, he said, like, it just got my heart pumping, something like that. So he got them going at halftime in that Eagles game, and they came back and made that comeback. Did not allow another point, 8 straight drives with no points.
Yeah, because I know he was probably saying, I ain't leave the New York Jets to come over here and lose too. It's not what I came over here for. We got the talent. We on this bullshit. I'll be saying that. I came over here to win. We got talent. We losing these guys. Man, F that. Like, and if y'all don't feel that, there's something wrong with you as a player. Because then you got to look within yourself, man. Because I just feel like the Cowboys players got to look within themselves, man. Ain't y'all tired of hearing the media and the fans saying the same dumb shit about y'all every year? Y'all choke every year. Ain't y'all tired of hearing that? I would be.
I'm sure Dak is.
I know he is. I can tell. When you listen to him in the media, he says little shit that people don't catch, but he's talking shit. Dak getting tired of fans. I know he loves us, but he's tired of fans talking shit. He's tired of fans running their mouth. Trust me, I listen to what he be saying. He's tired of fans talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
I think I saw some clips like that.
Yes,
too.
he's tired of fans talking shit. And he says it in ways, it's so professional. If you ain't on it, you don't catch it. But I listen to him. He ain't listen. He tired of fans running their mouths.
Yeah. Darrell Revis. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a Darrell Revis parody thing, but they say, great leaders are working on their craft. They're not doing podcasts and stuff like that.
That's the truth.
They're actually working on the craft. But in the comments real quick, we still got a good amount of people checking in. Let's leave some bold predictions in there. We'll shout out some bold predictions.
Yeah.
We can run back over ours again before we get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You could start off with what you had.
My bold prediction is Dak throws for at least 350 in this game. Both receivers get 100 yards for the first time in this season. They both get a touchdown. And on the defensive side, we need somebody to step up, especially if Clowney's not playing in this game. We need pressure. I definitely feel like Quinnen Williams and them guys are going to do their thing, but I need a breakout game from Easy as a Raku in this game. I say 2 sacks for him. We need him to really just go nuts. So he's really been, playing really well as a rookie. He's one of the top rookies on the defense right now. I said that he would get 5 sacks and be in the play for Defensive Rookie of the Year at the beginning of the season. Show me right as a Raku. Get these 2 sacks. Blow that offensive lineup because it's ailing. It's in trouble. This is the time to get it. This is the best time to really attack that offensive line, especially when you got the dogs. Easy, show and prove. Give me 2 sacks.
And let's get a score prediction from you.
38-31 Cowboys.
Cool. So mine is Dak 400 yards, 4 touchdown passes, and the Cowboys score 40 points. More than 40.
45.
He's going to say 40. Well, he said 38, but he's saying now 45. So he's saying if they hit 40, 45, maybe he wants to see change his score to 45 to what you said. But
nah,
me,
that's real bold. That's real bold.
Yeah.
That's bold.
So 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, 40 points for number 4. And the Cowboys win 44-31 on the road in Detroit and stay alive in the playoff hunt.
Staying alive.
And what a turnaround it would be if something like that were to happen.
That'd be crazy.
Looking at a bold prediction.
Rico
Jones says Dallas 38-10, so he's expecting a
Ooh.
big defensive performance like a shutdown.
That's bold because I don't know if you're holding them to 10 in their house in the playoff lives. That's bold to me. That would be like them the way the Commanders came in there and kicked their ass. Because remember, that was playoff game and Commanders came in there and kicked their ass.
Mm-hmm.
So it can happen.
Yeah. And I know that game we did win. Like you said, there was some funky thing with the 2-point conversion, and it was a close game.
And plus,
there's something different about this team, though.
They need to rub it in on them.
Lonnie,
What else we got?
Lonnie Cabal says, we stop the run, we win. Cowboys 40-28.
Come on, I need something bolder than that.
David Belair says, breakout for me as Turpin takes one back. I don't think he's had a kick return this season.
And
that
Turpin
would be
been a
good
little
one.
suspect this year. He did save the season with the fumble recovery. So let me give him his props. But he ain't, ever since he got that contract, I ain't saying he got fat off the contract, but I'm just saying we ain't seen the Turpin that we thought. It was early, and then he just faded in the wind. But maybe that's because Flo's in the house.
Yeah, he's Flournoy is like that. One of those
He's
unsung
that guy.
hero guys.
He's that guy.
Like if Pickens or Lamb is covered, you feel good about going.
You feel
to Flournoy.
great because he got strong hands. He's strong. I like Flo. That was a great pick, Dallas. Now, I didn't hate on that pick. All I said was you trying to make him the main guy. That's what I'm saying. When they picked him in the fifth round, you're talking about, oh, we got Flo. No, I'm not happy about that then. You get what I'm saying? I'm happy with Flo when you got a George Pickens and a CeeDee Lamb. Now, yeah, I love Flo. But I don't love Flo when he's your main guy. Or you were trying to pump to me that he may be our second. Nope. All right, I'm out.
You think he could develop into that at some point, or
Nope.
is he just always going to be like a
just-
number 3?
He could probably be one of them strong number 2s. He probably could, but I just feel like the way he's playing, he's that 3 role. Like, he's the 3 role. Like, physical, can block, can do all the dirty work, get the tough catches. He going to kill you speed-wise. He going to kill you in all these other parts, because if you make him the second, I think things will show on him. You feel me? The things that you love about him, now you're not going to see that, because now you're matched with them big-time corners. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All the time. You're matched with the guys that are not. Now your talent shines a little more because you got these guys around you. Now you're just better. Some players are just, it's just like that. Like, I just played too much sports and have been around it too long. You just get certain players like, that's just their role. Like, you're a rebounder. Just get the damn rebounds.
Yeah.
I don't need you to do nothing else. You're good at defense. Don't try to shoot the damn jump shot. That's not what you can make. Play defense. That's what I brought you in here for.
Looking back into the comments, bold prediction from Sugar Daddy Williams.
Sugar Daddy.
Detroit scores 9 points total. That's pretty bold because they are
That's
one of the
another
better
like a
offenses.
10. Come on, y'all got to give me something bold.
Don
We went out there and got bold.
Jizzle, Montana says Cowboys blow out Detroit like usual, 49-3.
That's crazy bold, because I absolutely don't think that's happening.
Derek Grimsley, this was pretty bold. Quinnen Williams and James Houston get 2 sacks each.
That's bold.
And then, yeah, Marty talked about how Flournoy was a 6th-round pick.
From a small school. I ain't heard of Southwest Missouri something.
Darrell Rivas says Cowboys 41-17.
Y'all think these Lions ain't going to score? I think these Lions are going to score.
I think they're going to score, too. That's
They're
what I
gonna
was
score
saying earlier.
points.
That's,
They're
you
gonna
see it
score.
being a shootout type of game.
I feel like they're going to score.
Yep. Yeah, we got a good amount of people still checking in.
That's what's up.
Yep. So,
That's what's
you
up.
got anything else you want to hit on, or
Not really.
we'll wrap it up?
I think we wrapping it up. We had a great show tonight. You know,
Yeah, it was.
Producer G's a beast. You feel what I'm saying? Just, that's my dog. Glad my dog's back. Feel me? That's my dog. We the yin and the yang. I told him, like, you feel me? Like, Eric B and Rakim, when I really put that up, like, I really mean it. Go look at Eric B and Rakim, dog. Like, in that short little time, it was them two. Like, that moved the crowd video, when he just right there, and then at the end of the song, when Eric B get done cutting, and then Rakim put his arm right here, I was like, yeah, that's my dog, me and G. We like the yin and the yang. So just make sure you keep on tuning in. G gonna keep on bringing in that fire like he always do. You feel what I'm saying? Shit gonna keep getting better and better, because that's how G does it. He's the DJ, I'm the rapper, and you know, we just keep it real here. You feel me? Y'all know how I do. We just have fun here. We ain't about all that other shit, and I ain't saying this about nobody, but we just having fun here. We smoking, we drinking, we're talking Cowboys, we enjoying the feed, we all having a good time. Why wouldn't you come here? Right, G?
Yeah. This is the place to be on a Wednesday night. Are we going to keep it at 7 now?
Probably, because I get off early now, because I was getting off at like 6. Now I'm getting off at like 3.
So we're going to start doing like 7?
Yeah, because see, then we can get into the show, because I feel like when we doing it like 9, we both, you know, you ain't got to work, but it just feels rushed.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
When we come in at that 7, it's like we can really chill.
Yeah. I like how we can get set up first.
Set
a little
up,
bit.
chill, you feel what I'm saying? It's better like that. So make sure y'all just checking in every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. EST, in the place to be.
Appreciate
Big Game
everybody
James, Producer G.
tuning in. Oh, that was nice. I didn't realize you were bringing that full circle like that.
Did you like that?
Yep.
That's why I'm a rapper.
Yeah, that was nice. He's spitting the fire with the flow. But yeah,
And we gotta go.
next Wednesday, tomorrow night, big game, playoff game, season on the line.
Man,
Next week, will
please,
it
Cowboys, show us right.
Next week, will it be still looking good, or will it be season's over? Looking at next year, start talking about the draft.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm be would they lose? I ain't gonna lie. I'm be frustrated.
Yeah, it's gonna suck, but yeah,
But
I don't know,
what it
man.
is.
We'll see what happens.
We'll
but
see
yeah,
what happens.
That's it. Till next week. Have a great night.
Be safe out there in them streets, cause we in these streets. Producer G, Big Game James. You know what it is.
Man, I don't give a